What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to another episode of D Will's podcast, episode 5. We're gonna be talking about pretty much about the generations of X, Y, and Z. So we got a lot of topics we're gonna be covering. Hopefully y'all tap in and hopefully y'all can learn or whatever what we finna talk about. So most of everybody that's in the podcast this episode, well, Quay, what generation you in, Quay?
You said what?
What generation you in?
I'm in Generation G. Yeah.
So-
I'm in Generation Z. I'm
Oh,
tripping.
So
I'm
he
tripping.
in Z.
I'm tripping. Okay.
I'm in.
Why?
Yep, I'm in Y, and then Al,
Also
you
Y.
kind of like YX. Well,
No, I'm why, but I see why you. Yeah.
yeah.
The-
So
Yeah, the Generation X in my family say I'm one of them.
yeah. So for the most part, we're gonna be talking about like some good topics and stuff like that. Most of the topics we finna be like covering is just mainly social topics, but we gonna kind of put it as if like we referring to the generations, like how the generations was on each topic, and what do y'all think about the generations and how it changed from each topic we finna talk about. So first and foremost, what's up Facebook Live? What's up Keon? What's up Darion? What's up y'all? Hopefully y'all tap in, tune in. I try to tag y'all, man, but my phone always act funny every time I tag y'all on Facebook. So anybody that's up right now, shout out to y'all. I know some of y'all up, so I know y'all up there sitting there, draws probably got the draws on, probably got some chips on the side of y'all watching TV. Probably got a little bit of Kool-Aid on the end or whatever like that, look like a couch potato or something like that.
Oh, bro.
Ain't nothing else you could be doing. Just tune into the podcast because we got some good old topics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of the topics y'all may be like, dang, I thought of that. I just ain't never spoke up on that. So you never know what you're gonna hear from us. You never know what you're gonna see. Some of the topics you may be like, oh yeah, I've been wanting to say that for the longest. Somebody didn't said it. So yeah, we other than that though, we're gonna have some other topics that's kind of, well, most of everything is gonna be preferred to the generations and stuff like that. And Quay, he more on the Z side.
Yeah,
So
man.
he got like something because he grew up. What year you grew up? What year you was born?
I grew up in '02, bro.
So 02, I'm 95. Al,
Hell
96.
yeah. I've been
96.
through,
AJ.
96.
So we got a little bit in the middle, and we got a little bit at the end.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. Let me see here. Before we start, y'all can go ahead and start with the first topic. Let me go ahead and put my charger up right quick. Go ahead.
All right. We gonna start with a light one then. This, since it's kind of funny. Do you think? Well, what do you think about like dark skinned people with tattoos?
I mean, shit. I'm gonna put it like this. If you gonna get a tattoo, you know what I'm saying, get some shit that's gonna show. You know what I'm saying? On some real one and shit, man. Cause about a couple years from now, that shit gonna blend in with your skin. For real. On some real one and shit. So I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I just think that y'all should either get a tattoo that show, you know what I'm saying, that got color with it,
Yeah,
on
that's,
some
Yeah,
shit
and
like
plus-
that.
that's real.
Plus,
talk.
how I feel is like at least get a brighter color, get a yellow, because sometimes the color don't even do no justice too with that. Because I mean, I seen some dark skinned
Factuals.
people, they be having like red, blue,
Mhm.
some calm colors.
Yeah.
Get like a little yellow or something, a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
white.
'cause
What's wrong with white?
I know I'm a dude. I know I'm a dude that can't really get like because I know I got my limitations. I can't get yellow or no
Yeah.
orange and no shit like that because it
Type
ain't
shit.
gonna really show too much. Like it will, but it ain't gonna look right for the most part. But I mean, do what you want to, I guess, man. But shit,
Live your life how you
yeah,
want to,
man.
Yeah.
Do
damn
what
it.
you want to.
But make sure it makes sense, because this is one dude, man, he was dark skinned. He was like, bro, what you think about my new tattoo? I had to kind of squint, like, I'm like,
Yeah, it's
what
the,
is it? I had to hit him with
it's
the, what
the
is
black
it?
ones that
What
get
is
you.
it?
Yeah, it's the black tattoos, the faded black ones that be like, yo.
Hell yeah, the ones from 5-10 years ago
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
You got that
I
bitch
can-
when you was a kid and shit.
Yeah, you gotta go over them sometimes, man. That's
Yeah.
how that should be.
So, yeah, but with the generation, man, speaking of the generation with tattoos, what I can say is, tattoos still the same to me from Y, X, Z. Each generation. I don't know if y'all seen this. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I could probably tag y'all. I just seen this at work. I don't know if it's fake either. They had like neon light tattoo. It was like a
Oh yeah,
it was a tattoo,
yeah.
but it had
yeah, I
like
think
the
I know what
light
you're
going on.
Yeah,
with
like a glow in the
Yeah.
dark type
Yes.
shit.
I seen-
yeah,
I
glow in the
seen
dark
that.
type too. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
I ain't see it in person either, so I don't know if it's. I couldn't
Hell
say if
yeah.
that shit real.
It's
or
real?
not, but
Yeah.
they was claiming it was real, but I don't know. You know,
I have my thoughts about
What's
that
up,
shit, too. I'm
everybody?
like, I don't see nobody else with them.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah, I
right,
ain't
right,
never
right.
seen nobody with them bitches though. That's just so crazy.
yeah,
So I would say like tattoos kind of advanced in that way with the LED lights. They got the lights going on, but other than that, tattoos still tattoos from each generation.
yeah.
And it's
I
just
will say though, it's got more lax than it used to be. Like I know, like with the generation next, like parents and shit.
yeah,
They like my parents don't have tattoos,
right.
but they was
Yeah.
cool with it, with me getting it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like just I
So
don't know,
yeah, because
like,
back
it was
then, people still getting tats, but
Yeah, back
it
then.
wasn't.
That
Yeah.
shit started off as like a military thing.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, or prison damn near. Like if you had to damn near be like
You have to go to the
motherfuckers
joint to
questioned
get
if you
that
went
shit.
to prison, like type
Hell
shit. If you
yeah.
had a tattoo at a certain
What's up?
point.
What's up, Parlay Dawson? What's up?
Nah, I'm
Hey,
with this.
What's
Don
happening, my baby?
Pearson. Hey, if you want to get on the live chat, I ain't see you in a minute, bro. If you want to get on the live on the pod, you can. Cause I see you on the. I see you on there. Oh yeah, and also excuse me looking. I know I gotta. Right now we got the TV over here. Usually I had a TV up front. So if y'all keep on seeing us like moving our heads, we just looking at y'all live on Facebook. So what's up,
Yeah.
Charnel? What's up? But
happening, everybody?
what I was finna say. So this the thing. I ain't want to get on too much about the tattoos. To be real, let's talk about like we gonna specifically talk about certain things about the female rap community. We gonna kind of
Okay.
this from y'all intake. I got some stuff I want to say. Y'all may agree, but let's discuss female rappers from the last generation, from generation XYZ. What do y'all think about the female rappers? Do y'all think like this generation? Do you think they are saying the same thing? Do you think they got more ratcheter? Do you think they got more classier? Cause I know the booty hole brown thing. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, so we gonna start out with AJ.
I ain't fucking with that one. I fuck with Cardi B though. I fuck with Cardi B.
I'm gonna start off with this. I would say like it ain't got ratcheter for sure. The female rappers they got more ratchet. They don't really. I don't know if they even before they even start rapping it. Do they even think what they say? I mean, they know what they say, but they just don't care now. It's just out the roof now with everything. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. Like,
That's the first shit.
you know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Like, what makes you think of that type shit? Like, we already know that about you, baby. Like, come on
We
now.
already know.
Come on now.
And then like I would say this, like, cause I used to like Trina back then. I used to like Trina and who else? Like Keisha Cole. I would say like back then, and the generations of Y, especially Y, and X too, cause that's like in the 80s,
Yeah.
85ish. Them female rappers in that time. I would say like, of course, talk about how wet they pussy is. We get it. They talk about like how they got all these niggas and stuff like that, and how they getting their money, and I would say like it was more classier female rappers
Yeah.
than it is now. It's more ratchet. Now you don't really catch a Keisha Cole like that. You don't catch a Monica like that.
Hell no, you won't catch no shit like that.
Especially
in
Missy
2023.
Elliott. Oh my goodness, bro. She was so cold. Like it's how I look at it. It's just Eve was so cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I at least say it like this.
Go ahead, Quay. What you wanna say?
I at least say it like this. Back then, it was more females was like either rapping or singing about like relationships and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Now it's like a bitch with, like shit, how can I say it? Like, she even rapping about fucking a nigga, running off on him with his money and some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. No,
He ain't give me a duffel. He ain't give me a Birkin bag or
All
a
type of
Chanel
shit, know what I'm
bag, or
saying?
your nigga ain't shit if he ain't buy this type of bag, or
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say this, man. Hold on. No, I was finna say something, but I'm gonna wait for the next topic to
I
come
think
up.
I
I'ma
think
wait.
it's more like I think it's more about just what's popular right now. Like it ain't even necessarily about
It's a way.
the
Yeah, it's a
I
wave
don't think
point.
it's nothing too different.
What's up- what's up-
as far as like what everybody
What's up,
else
Khalil?
used
What's
to
up,
do.
Donovan? Hey, he put the little skull on it. What's up?
Put the dead emoji on
Yeah,
that bitch.
but for real though,
But no, I'm saying no. I don't think it's too much different from back in the days as far as like the content. I be listening to all that shit, like especially old shit, new shit,
yeah.
and I don't even think it's got necessarily to do with the gender either. Like it's just what you gotta think of where the frequency of everybody is like right now, like motherfuckers, because you gotta think, okay, there's so many motherfucking rappers nowadays.
Yeah. 'Cause
Male
'cause-
and female.
And you know what? That
Like
brought
it's
me.
more about what you paying attention to.
Mhm. And that
So
also.
it ain't about what's out here, like, cause there's so much shit out here, like, cause you can name all type of rappers, like you got the no name rappers, you got the Rhapsody rappers, those
you got
are
the SoundCloud.
those, no, I'm saying no, those are actual rappers.
Right.
Like there's a rapper named No Name, there's a rapper named Rhapsody, and those are women.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you got actual like females out here that spit. You got motherfuckers like one of my favorite rappers, period, is Shauna.
Sean, I never heard of Sean.
And she from Chicago, but she made what motherfuckers know from her is the Getting Some Head song.
Oh, I was
but-
getting some head.
That's like, bro, that ain't got nothing like that's nothing like what her catalog is actually like. But that's what people paid attention to
Right.
when she put that out. Like she been making music since early 90s type shit. And like back with like Kanye, like before Kanye was big, he was producing they shit. Like in Chicago, that type shit. So
What
like
did-
it's real you got motherfuckers like the Brat, like motherfuckers like that. Like it's motherfuckers who always done been around. It's
Right.
just you cause you gon' for every the Brat, you gonna have like a Lil' Kim. Or
Yeah,
something
like Lil'
that.
Kim.
It's just nowadays we ain't paying attention to the Brats and the Missies and shit. We paying attention to the Lil' Kims and shit. Like, cause there's a place for all that shit. Cause I ain't gonna say, cause what if just speaking in like a general sense, like
Donovan has said.
What'd he say?
He said, "I know." He said, "I want to know why people from like the '80s can't be as down to earth as us Gen Z now." And by the way, Donovan, I work with him. He ain't your generation. He in
you in my generation, bro?
That's what he
Yeah.
said, the
Yep.
Gen Z. But
I
then it's just
fucks with you.
it's just like everybody. It's more about what you paying attention to, bro. Like everybody got their own niche. Like motherfuckers ain't. How many motherfuckers do you actually know listening to the radio? Like we can complain
Nah,
about what's on
not-
the radio
yeah,
and shit,
but people-
nobody listen to that shit.
We got our
Like,
own
no,
avenue.
we
We
got-
listen to
you listen to
anything.
what
do
you
the aux on our
YouTube.
phones and shit
you
now.
listen to what you want to
Name
listen
tag.
to nowadays.
Your name tag Quay.
Yeah,
But yeah.
we listen to what we want to listen to nowadays. Like if you want to, I mean, shit.
Because people
like
ain't had no
certain shit-
choice but listen to the radio.
Certain, yeah, like
Yeah,
back in the
yeah.
days, like that's like another. That's like going on to like another topic we had. Like, what is mainstream compared to the underground shit? Like, shit, that was like what mainstream in the '90s. Shit, mainstream 10 years ago don't even mean the same thing as what it is now. Cause it ain't. We only consume shit the same. Like everything is on the phone. We ain't watching TV. Motherfuckers don't even watch TV no more. We on the phone. Like
I be
ain't
on
even-
YouTube. I just be on YouTube.
You barely be on your desktop computer. Like
Facts.
anybody. Like if
Oh,
you ain't
bro,
doing
facts.
shit like making music, niggas don't be on their fucking computer, bro.
Niggas
Like,
don't even own a computer no more.
yeah, bro.
Hell no,
Motherfuckers
you
is on
even
their
getting
phone.
on them. Yeah. You even got Apple Music or some shit now.
So it's
Spotify.
we just exposed to what everybody think and what everybody doing. So it's like you would think like the world just getting crazier, but no, you just
Donovan-
seeing what's out here.
And Donovan said, "Let's be real. If you listening to the radio still, you might as well put into contact list 93.7. Bro, we don't even watch TV. Heck shit, TV like a dinosaur." And Butterfly said, "Music is not the same as back in the day." Of course, heck shit. That's why I
no,
said.
it ain't.
And then like he said, "Bro, do y'all even watch YouTube?" I still watch YouTube. Though.
Yeah, people watch YouTube.
Hell yeah,
but that's
we
the
still
only,
go
that's
on
the only
YouTube.
reason you
And-
ever see
Hell
people
yeah.
turn on the TV. Like
Yeah.
you go to some people's house, They watching videos on
On
TV,
YouTube, no
on
bullshit.
On
YouTube
YouTube.
type shit. They
And
ain't
sync-
even
and
watching
all
or the
you-
game.
and
Like,
all you
that's
can
the only
do-
reason you
and
got
it
cable
just,
for real.
and it's just casting. You casting YouTube to the TV.
Yeah.
Boom. you
Nobody
watching.
use cable no more unless you watching
Hell
the
no.
NBA or an NFL or some shit.
And yeah,
and
what
that's,
Butterfly has said,
know.
yeah, music is not the same no more. Like I mean, I still listen to the old school jams. I still listen to Keisha Cole, Trina, you know, a little bit of Monica, a little bit of Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott was that girl, man.
Yeah.
She
definitely.
that girl is not aging at like you seen how she look. She didn't
Well,
lost
yeah.
weight.
Hell yeah, she got healthier. That's what that do. Shit.
That joint crazy. I mean, I liked it
Shit,
when
she
she was
look
big
fuckable
and
now.
how she's small. I liked it both Missy Elliott.
But yeah, she had some health problems. And that she ended up
I ain't know
she
she
was sick. That's how she ended up losing a lot of weight.
I ain't know that.
And then she ended up now she good, you know.
Okay, type shit.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I didn't know that. So let's get to the mainstream and the underground. I'm gonna start off with you, Al, because you had brought up the topic of that mainstream and underground.
I think mainstream like it's not. It's good that we talking like separating it between the generations because it's definitely different between the three.
Keep
like
going.
like the mainstream for a Gen X person would be whatever is on the radio, whatever on TV. The mainstream for a millennial is whatever is on the computer, and mainstream for whatever is Gen Z is something totally different. Like what is that shit nowadays? Like it's like I don't know what they go to for real. Like like they on the phone, but it's like everything on the phone. Like so, like you could literally watch the game on your phone or whatever the hell. Like everything in your pocket. So what is mainstream? Like everything's so niche. I don't know. Like that's why I can't even be blaming motherfuckers who we consider as trash or nothing. Because I be thinking motherfuckers making shit expecting to not blow up, but it do. Everything straight? Yeah. Making sure. But yeah, I know y'all hearing me. Facebook, and we on YouTube too. Yeah, and YouTube.
Most definitely.
Hell yeah.
They say YouTube is the mainstream.
See, but that answer my question though. Like YouTube is like that's what people fucking with. Like nobody really. But that's what I'm saying. That's what they on the phone doing. Like,
Right.
Like back our day, we was going to YouTube on that computer,
Right.
and we wasn't really like discovering shit on YouTube. Like we was just typing in what we was into.
And
We was
Donovan
watching
said he said
Yeah.
if you
on
still
that type time.
he said if you still watching WENM TV5, we gotta stop taking period. No
Gotta
more
stop
old
talking.
head.
Yeah,
Talking
yeah.
period. Yeah, he
it's
said
typo.
take it.
It's a typo.
Talking
Yeah.
period. No more old heads. But it do. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
And I watch the news too sometimes too, just
Sometimes
to
you gotta
see
watch, but then
just
but,
to see what people talking
but
about.
it's- but
like,
AJ,
not to take it for fact.
but
like,
I'm gonna tell you
but,
this:
know,
the news is on Facebook. Everything
Hell
is
yeah,
on
it's the
Facebook.
scanner.
But no,
It's
I'm
the-
saying
it's the
like you
second
gotta
on
you gotta
scanner. We
see
ain't
how
gotta go on
people
the news no
thinking.
more.
The news will tell you what's not necessarily what's going on, but how people thinking.
True.
As far as like let's say you want to know what Walmart on.
Yeah.
Basically, like look, what they on, like what they doing, like that type of shit where you'll see some shit on the news is going on and like, okay, so this what the world on? Like
Right,
not
right.
necessarily Walmart, but I'm just saying like big corporations and like the world
Hell
basically.
yeah.
Like,
Still,
shit
everything
that run
be
shit, you'll know what they thinking if you watch the news.
true.
Basically,
but
not
it's-
necessarily what's going on. 'Cause they gonna lie to you, but you know,
But it's still everything is on Facebook, YouTube.
yeah, hell yeah.
It's just everybody on their phones, man.
It's just the internet really took over. To be real, for
the whole AI
Yeah.
technology
Hell
taking
yeah,
over.
That's
That
taking
shit
over.
took
I feel like
over.
it's taking over, but it's going to take even more over. Like the next 10, 15 years,
Definitely,
it's going to be more and
Definitely.
more high advanced. Because it's
definitely.
already all you see is people on their phones, bro. You people also rely on what else that's out right now? Like they're talking about the virtual reality headsets. How they finna be pushing that forward and stuff like that. That's why I said like right now everybody on their phones, but once they get more in tune to that virtual reality,
voice recognition.
all that type of stuff, people gonna be even more like
All the search engines going towards voice recognition, like the Alexa shit. Basically, like it's finna get to a point where you ain't even finna be looking up shit no more. It's finna be like nigga,
You just say what you want to.
Yeah, like get me a lawyer. And
Hell.
if you ain't the top lawyer around, Alexa ain't even finna fuck with you. It's just like they finna call whoever the fuck they know of who's a lawyer in your area and that type shit. That's how shit finna be
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
in a good 20 years. type
So
shit, probably
Facebook
sooner.
Live, they say, bro, someone need to get this out there shit, dog. No. Butterfly said everything is on social media, everything is on technology. Young kids will never understand a newspaper. Hegs no, hegs no. Nah.
Them shit novelty items now.
Yeah,
For real. Motherfuckers ain't them. You collect a newspaper. Anybody reading that shit?
Hell no, ain't nobody reading that shit.
Nah,
Man, you
not
ain't even got a
CDs
CD
no more.
player, nigga. I can't even fucking
Come on, now
find
we
none of
don't
them
we
bitches.
don't use MP3s, none of that shit.
I don't use none of
shit
that.
Crazy.
better for the most part. iPod. I mean, iPods is but it's
Everything on the phone.
Hell yeah.
Cause who loading shit on the iPod right now? I ain't.
not
I'm
even that
definitely
though.
ain't.
Let's talk about
You
and
ain't
then,
even downloading music no more. You streaming it, so
And-
it ain't even no point in doing that.
and
Hell
then
yeah.
they took away the headphone jack. Now everything is Bluetooth.
yeah.
That's wild. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's wild.
I ain't
You know,
mad at that though.
They don't get to the next topic. I'm gonna tell you something else that's wild. I mean, y'all probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I knew that Quay. I knew that D Will." To me, like with the Roku, we got a Roku 4. That's what we be using all our stuff on. Like we get on YouTube on our Roku 4. I watch movies on my Roku 4. We cast stuff from the phones from the Roku 4.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't know how y'all feel, but yo, you know how the remote's always been like lost all to like you get a remote, it always get lost or something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like whoever made that remote Roku app, remote apps on their phone, bro, we don't even need remotes no more.
Man.
They genius.
Bro.
That-
Hell
that-
no.
hey,
Because you
but
ain't gonna lose your phone.
That's business though. You see a problem, you create the solution.
Bro, that
And
is
sell that shit.
crazy.
That was smart as hell.
And
That's smart, bro.
That
That's
is
how
though.
that shit go.
Because we like from the past 3 years, we always been losing our Roku 4 remote. It been a couch somewhere. The kids probably got it. It be in a pool table or
And
something like
what's
that.
Crazy
But
is-
now you could download that bitch on your phone
That
though.
is
what's crazy
wild.
is we used to that anyway. Cause before we already had the universal remote. One motherfuckers, I got like 3 remotes. You go to motherfucking Circuit City or Best Buy some shit and get you a universal remote. Now this bitch, you hook that bitch up to your radio, your TV, all that. Everybody had one of them bitches to where you just click the input and you ain't got to. We used to that type of convenience basically, like, and just this big ass one of them basically, and you just,
Oh yeah.
controlling every fucking thing with the remote basically.
Speaking of
that's what
remote,
we used to.
Shouts out to the remote that's holding up the black curtain.
Hell
I
yeah.
had to kind of I try to make everything kind of fancy. I ain't want y'all to see all these wires in the back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, good thing we got on that topic because just like that remote right there, and I just feel like that's just the best thing ever. Whoever made that app, you the GOAT. Cause
Yeah, you're a genius.
we don't
Hell
even
yeah.
need no remotes no more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, real talk, cause the Roku remote, they made that bitch to get lost.
Or
It's
fucked up.
it's like it's so small, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's-
And then what's so fucked up is like they made that bitch so you could lose it. Just so
Yeah.
you could download it on your phone type
Yeah.
shit.
Right. Butterfly
Or buy
said,
another one type.
but
Hell
those,
yeah.
she said, but those were the good times, and you need Wi-Fi for basically everything. Yeah, Wi-Fi for everything. Evolution. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
exactly.
Hell
Man,
yeah,
kids
yeah.
can't even go to school without Wi-Fi. Damn
Kids
near.
can't even play on that game without Wi-Fi no more. Oh, my
Man,
mama.
bro, like
They
man,
need Wi-Fi.
They schools be needing it. Like they'll tell you need a computer to do half of this homework type
Hell
shit. Like that
yeah.
shit wild as hell. But shit, that's the day and age we living in. Shit, it's like it's having a computer and internet and Wi-Fi and all that shit. That's
That's-
like having a TV back in the day. Like you better have that shit.
Hell
or
yeah.
you
You
gonna be
got
missing
to
out.
have that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what's our next topic we got? What else we got on the sticky note?
Compared to the generations, because the question is, do you think being desperate for something to get you by is cool? Like anything that can get you by, being desperate for that thing,
Okay.
is that cool?
Let me start off by
And
saying
has
this.
that changed?
I would
like,
say
over the generations.
I would
and
say
shit?
like back then people. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Y'all may think different, but I feel like back in like the last generations or whatever compared to this generation now Z, I would say people was helping people out more. People, if you was definitely get some money or something like that, people was obligated to give you money or something like that, or you need help. I would say the convenience of getting money from somebody has improved this generation because you got Cash App. You just but people they not as like you can't be as desperate as you used to be. Like you know what I'm saying
Hell
as you
yeah.
can now. It seemed like people was nicer back then than it is now, and then money then inflated up. So people ain't got money like that.
Yeah.
So by people being more broke, that's causing less people to ask for money, even though they still ask money anyway. So I would say like with that, just in general, being desperate.
It depends on the times you in.
I
'Cause,
can at
like,
least say
we
this.
had more
Because
unity back
each
then.
generation.
That's what I'm
had-
saying.
Each generation had the time like, because okay, let's put it this way: Generation X during the Reagan, when Reagan was in office, they had a time just like this where it was a
Like the
recession.
Great Depression.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, it wasn't a Great Depression. It was way after that, but it was a recession to where everything was gone.
Mhm.
Like that's back in the times where they was taking rec centers and anything that the urban community, the black community had, any inner cities had, they was taking that shit,
yeah,
and replacing it with welfare programs. And you already know the stipulations behind that shit, like as far as like the qualifications of even receiving that type of shit. But they basically make it impossible to live normal to even receive welfare from their ass. But it's like they was going through that where now the only opportunity a lot of these motherfuckers really have is crack. And you either gonna use that shit or sell that shit to get over what's going on right now in the world. And that was a thing, like where then
like crack in
after
the
that,
80s. Like
after that, times was cool. Like when Clinton was when they finally got Republicans out of office and Clinton ended up in office and all that shit. Times was cool because I remember that we was just born type shit. I remember those days though because I was like that was like our young adolescent days like type shit. And I remember those days like where nigga right before George Bush got in office, before the recession and all that shit.
Yeah.
Man, nigga, Pops was buying new shit every week type shit. Like that type thing. Like it was just different. Like everything was they had money basically.
But the
like
times has changed.
They
now,
had
though.
opportunity.
You think
That's
so,
what I'm
Quay?
saying. And then you
Hell-
get back to now,
hell
like to
yeah.
where we grown. Not like now that like those people who was going through that, they got kids who grown, which is us.
And I hate
we going through
through
something way worse
way
as far as a
different.
recession.
Yeah.
Like shit costs way more,
And
but
I
we
don't-
getting paid what they was getting.
But it's like how
Like,
I feel.
it's
like
crazy.
I feel like the good thing about it is in this generation, technology has advanced. It has advanced a lot. It's a lot of more
Yeah.
convenient things going on as far as the technology, but money has got up, so that makes it less. Like the kids now, they got all that good technology and they growing up to it though. That's what's up.
But oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go
I
ahead.
was waiting till you
I'm gonna
done.
let you speak after that, but it's like it's hard. It's not easy to give out though. Like
Yeah.
cause like the last like when we was kids, we were just getting stuff. It was easier
Because
for
it was
them
in
to.
abundance at that time. It was in abundance. Right now, it's not. You can't give away the bricks you don't have. Know what I mean, you gotta build your own foundation. That's where we at right now. We at a point. Is when you in a recession, everybody gotta focus on themselves anyway. You gotta look at the fact that shit houses cost 3 times more than what they should. Type shit because the market just crazy. All that shit finna crash and go down, and stocks is crazy. Like it's really hard on every fucking body. Like unless you one of them 1% motherfuckers, bro. It's like
1%.
that's what. But literally, bro. Like if you not one of them, bro, it's hard on everybody, bro. If it ain't hard on you, it's harder than it was.
Keep your thought, Quay.
In any situation, if it's a dumbass reason, then that ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? I at least say this. If it's some money involved, it depends how much, because I ain't saying throw your life away for this much money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I understand where different people come from. Some people can't get a job. Some people can't do this. Some people can't do this. That, and the
Right,
third.
right.
So you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do to provide. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
live out here and survive out here.
And it's all choices at the end of the day anyway. Like
Hell
it ain't necessarily like when a motherfucker making what we would consider as bad decisions, they ain't necessarily thinking about not that the risks don't cross your mind, but it ain't like that's not the end all of the situation that's going through your mind when you do some shit.
Right,
Because what's going through your mind is the fact that I really like what's the point of a risk? A risk is just like when you risking your life for something, it's because you really feel like you have no choice. No matter what it is, nigga. Like if you fighting for your life, hustling for your life, any fucking thing, you only doing it because it's for your life. So you feel like you have no choice. Whether that's true or not, it's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now we gotta get to the point of like, okay, why does a motherfucker feel that way? Now there are people who have never felt that way, so they can see that type of shit and be like, I just don't get why it's worth it. But okay, that's you. But that's you. You don't get it. But
right.
a mother like, okay, go without water or some shit like that. Like go without food for some days, nigga, and not know where it's really gonna come from, nigga. You just gotta figure it out. And knowing that I can go get a job, but I really cannot wait a week or two for this check, bro. Like I really gotta go get some money for tomorrow, like or today.
And on my last,
like shit like that happens, and it's like you gotta take that type of shit into account. And a lot of it is just because there ain't no motherfucking. There's no. A lot of people don't have the type of help where you can just call somebody and get you out of those type of situations.
Yeah, like back then, people it was like AJ. I mean, like AJ said, it was unity. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like everybody wasn't as like, you know, like vain to not give you anything. You can't even be desperate enough to be like, hey, can I get some money right quick? Because I just feel like it's a battle now. You know, we all for ourselves here and there. You know, you still look out for people when they desperately need it, especially cousins, family. But it's not how it used to be. But we got more convenient things though.
Yeah.
To with this technology we got now. Like I was talking about Cash App. You can send money to anybody around the world.
Yeah.
From that Cash App.
Yeah.
But the way the economy is right now, and you know.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of like, you know, because you motherfucker can. People got to be exposed to the opportunities. That's
right.
What it is. Like, if you come from, what's a nice neighborhood in Saginaw?
Township. Coming.
Yeah, if you from the township, and not even say the township. Let's say you from Kochville, by the mall and shit. Yeah. And like,
what about Carlton?
No. Because I'm making a point here.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's say you from Shields,
Yep,
and
Shields,
you from like the opportunities you're around are totally different than mine, and we literally up the road. But it's just because I'm within the city limits, so the tax revenue is gonna get dispersed differently. So with that, we gonna have different shit. We might have less shit. And just because, but we in the city though, and it's only because of what's populated in the city, us, and nobody give a fuck about what's going on with us. Like but we gotta give a fuck about what's going on with us too. But at the same time, like if you a motherfucker who grew up in Shields and you grew up seeing opportunity, you grew up exposed to fucking money. Like that don't sound like a lot to a motherfucker who been exposed to money all their life, but like nigga. To us, nigga, if we was exposed to bread all our lives, it would be different for us.
And
like,
Butterfly say, I don't know who the other viewer is. Whoever the other viewer is, dang, it's showing other people adding. But if y'all see the chat, 'cause I only see y'all faces. But if y'all viewing, say what's up. So I can see who y'all is, because it ain't showing the other people. But Butterfly said, yeah, I don't think that they're push. Yeah, get back watch. What's up, D? It said, yeah. She said, yeah, I don't think that they're pushing very many opportunities out here so people can be high level of success. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. And then, like, speaking of that, with this technology, I feel like it's less like it's some of this like robotic stuff and these AIs and what else that's going on? Drones. It's taking a lot of jobs away from people. That's going
creating
on
some.
too. Yep.
It's
And
creating some.
mm-hmm.
Like it's just like the last. It's just like the last revolution that they had in the country, where where the internet took over,
Yeah.
and it scared everybody when it first came out. We was kids, so we didn't go through that fear, but the grown-ups were scared, nigga. Like as far as like what the fuck is finna happen, but no, nigga, that just mean all the jobs is finna involve this shit. So that mean like it might take some jobs away. Just like the internet shit, but it's gonna create some other ones, like, cause people gotta do this shit.
So now, cause like for
people have
example,
to
like with the
operate this
internet,
stuff.
being here now, what's up? D said, yo, low cut budget neighborhoods, they are not building our communities up either. Yeah, and
Definitely.
is that AJ boy? He said that AJ boy. What's up? That's
We just
D
not
Watts.
being allowed to buy property in our neighborhood.
And what I was gonna say is,
That's definitely true.
what I was gonna say, like what you had said about the internet and computers and stuff like that they got going on now. It did create more jobs because back then people wasn't trying to be no YouTuber. That's a job now. People making money off that. People make money off internet just because it's a whole new age of this internet age and stuff like that. It's TikTok.
It ain't even just the jobs that's in your face. Like you gotta think about since computers been out, motherfucking
DoorDash, all that.
Data analysts, nigga, like a motherfucker who just type. Like if a motherfucker don't want to type shit all day, they hire people for that.
What's up, Tyreek? What's up, Davis? Treasure. Excuse me. What's up, Treasure? So D Watt said shit. He said shit in the studio. Get with me. Let's put something together. Butterfly said just like GM, a lot of people migrated here for better opportunities. And then they started installing robots, and a lot of people lost jobs. Yeah,
Right.
Hell yeah.
the robots taking over.
And that's the thing with the job transference. The same people ain't gonna get new jobs. It's gonna be new jobs for new people, and that be the whole thing about it. Like, cause you got those exceptions of motherfuckers who take the time to say, my job finna change, so I'm finna learn what the fuck they finna. Cause there are some accounts of that where motherfuckers, I'm finna learn computers.
Keep going.
And end up getting promoted as the job end up motherfucking changing and shit.
Hell yeah.
Or just not even just promoted, just staying with the job, not not losing no security of they shit just because they kept up with the times. You know what I mean? Like you get a lot of motherfuckers who lost their jobs in the 90s because they couldn't type, nigga. Like, like that's you gotta stay with the times, bro. Like it's gonna always change, bro. Like, but I don't know, bro.
You right though.
Shit like
you gotta
that gonna
keep
always
up.
happen.
You
It's
gotta
gonna
you gotta
always revolve.
you gotta keep up with what's going on now for sure. And it's
Yeah.
this one dude that I work with. He was like what I said. He was like very mindful what he said. He was just like, I like, what's going on? You know, he was like, nothing much. He was like, man. He was like, I'm just living, man. He was like, I'm living he said I'm living a old generation. I'm also living the young dude generation. He was like, man, it's technology, man. He was like, you got to keep up with this, man, because in a minute, you know, he was like, you're going to need a smartphone, and a lot of these old cats going to need to get with the program because it's
Yeah, you
the
can't
new.
walk around here with no flip phone no
Man,
more.
you know how many jobs tell you need one of them motherfuckers? Like you need a smartphone to clock in or whatever the hell they got going on.
Because
Like,
they be having apps and stuff to clock in.
I done had a few where you can get your pay early. That shit
And not
be
even
weird.
that. You
Like,
know,
the shit
I
crazy.
found out they got an app. App's just taking over too, period,
Yeah.
with everything.
Hell
They got an
yeah.
app where, you know how people can get blood, where they get plasma, you know, the plasma center.
Yeah.
They got an app just to, remember you had to go to the kiosks, and if
Yeah.
you ever donated plasma, you got to
Yeah.
go to the kiosks and do all these questions. You can do it on your phone now. Man, these
crazy.
apps, man. And then all you got to
That's
do,
wild.
they'll request what you did. If, let's say, you approve from the questions on your phone from that app, all you got to do is go up there and show your, you know, then you ain't got to go to the kiosks no more.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Same thing with like with my
That's
job
crazy.
right now, like with Nextier. If you want to look at they got a website. I don't know, they got an app, but it's like a website to show your points and to show your attendance records, and it just shows all that. They got a kiosk at the job inside the facility, but all you can do is look on your phone and you can look at your points and all that through there.
Butterfly said some.
What's up, Dowdy?
She said the old heads be so lost when it comes to technology, and I figure they should open up classes so they can keep up with our generation.
They
But
should
that's
though.
real
Real
shit.
nigga
That's-
shit.
That's
They
real
should.
shit.
I
'cause
agree
I be-
highly.
And I think that shit, and I think that shit a lot because like it scares the fuck out of our generation with this AI shit. So it's like
And they gonna look at that as normal.
a
Like
lot of
once,
motherfuckers. You notice how a lot of our generation been trying to learn how to code and all that shit because you just see the world changing, like you just see it. So it's like I'm gonna have to know how to do this shit at some point. Like I don't know what, but I'm gonna have to do something. Ain't no telling what the fuck I'm gonna be doing in 20 years, but it probably won't be the like the nigga doing the machine operating. He gotta know this ain't what he gonna be doing in 10 years.
probably 10 years. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
something
like-
way different.
So it's a point. Now is the time where you gotta be thinking about a new skill, nigga. If you gonna be working at that point, but or figuring out your business or something, because that's why a lot of motherfuckers been on that type of time too, shit. Cause
Or whatever you do as a career or a job, you gotta know like, dang, hear me out. What I'm finna say again, like these robots, like with fast food restaurants and stuff like that. I feel like robots gonna take over, bro. I'm sorry.
they definitely finna take over that.
So I
Hell
just
yeah.
feel like they gonna replace humans with robots or androids, or
You think robots gonna be through this bitch flipping burgers now?
They doing it now.
they doing now.
They doing
like,
it now. Hell yeah.
I,
They just ain't. It ain't a common thing, but they doing that shit now. I seen a few of them.
But what I'm finna say is like for the fast food people, I would say like don't be trying to. It's okay now, but like you got to think about the job you in and think like, dang, whatever job you in, think like, well, can this job be replaced with robots?
Yeah.
Because let's say you work at a fast food restaurant,
Some people don't even think that hard, and they get the demand and shit.
they get
Remember
higher on
when-
demand, but
Do y'all remember when they made self checkout?
self checkout.
Y'all remember
I
when
ain't
they
got
made
that
that shit? That was the first little Walmart strike they had. All the cashiers went on strike. The motherfuckers put machines in there.
That's why they got that
was in the,
Scantron and
that
all
was
that.
in the 2000s. Yeah, y'all you don't remember that shit?
Nope,
There was no such
I don't
fucking
remember
thing.
That shit.
It was a little early, like it was like early 2000s type shit. But like there was no fucking such thing as self checkout, nigga. You had to go to the cashier, and then
Right,
they
stuff
went on
like that.
strike.
See, stuff like that.
They went on strike, and it was like because that was the first push for 15 when they was trying to get to 15.
And same thing with same thing, and that's
nigga,
and I agree with you saying, Al.
All right, here go a robot that'll do your motherfucking job.
Exactly.
And yeah,
Now remember how you had said that everything happened for a reason. You said something for something. You said something happened for a reason for something else to happen. Like just by the corona happened. Now it's like by it being a big old pandemic that happened and we couldn't go outside. Now it spreads the way that technology can help, like with FaceTime, like
Yeah.
FaceTime and all that.
yeah,
Because basically, by that happening, by the whole entire pandemic that happened, we see how technology and these smartphones and the high advanced technology can make everything more convenient.
hell yeah.
And it's like now, what did they do when the pandemic had hit? Like it was something.
Shit, what wasn't we doing? The Zoom blew
Most
up.
people started doing. Zoom blew up.
Versus.
DoorDash.
Versus. Yeah, DoorDash went crazy because I do that shit.
Grubhub and shit,
motherfucker
hell yeah.
Grubhub, all
Grubhub,
that shit. That shit
Uber
still
Eats.
going
Yeah.
crazy. The
That
motherfuckers
shit
still
went
scared to
dumb.
go out. Like, man, them old people.
Nipsey
People
Hussle
doing all
had
that
said, "Oh, now I didn't see the other comments. My bad." Nipsey Hussle said, "Robots answer the phone everywhere you call."
Hey, that's true. That's true.
That is, though, the
Robots
telemarketing
answering the
shit,
phone. I
though,
swear that's the
hell
homie.
yeah.
What's happening, bro?
That shit true as fuck.
What's up, cuz?
I be pissed as hell.
What's
talking
up,
like
Treasure?
a real person.
Hell yeah,
Robots
I don't
definitely
wanna
answer
talk
the
to you,
phone.
fam.
And then you can't even, man.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. All right, I don't know if y'all are gonna like agree. You know how you try to log into something or you try to verify something and they have like them little boxes. It'd be like just in case you're in a robot.
Yeah.
It'd be
Hell
like,
yeah.
You the robot. Why I
but
gotta
I'm gonna
prove-
tell you something. I feel like they do that for a reason, bro. Like I feel like they do that. Let's say robots take over. Let's say I don't know. Let's say robots was to eliminate humanity. No more humans. I feel like they do that just in case that was to happen. Like why y'all say if you ain't a robot? Why they gotta put that? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. I never understood why the robot asking me, "Am I a robot?" Nigga, you know, like I don't know, bro. Like, because can't I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that shit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit weird. That shit is weird though.
Nigga, you the robot. Is you the robot? Is you a human? That's what I'm gonna start asking. Is you a human?
So Butterfly said Nipsey Hussle, and that shit pissed me off. I can't never get anyone.
Right. And then when you get somebody, that's why I stopped myself. When you get somebody, they don't even speak what you speak.
Be foreign as hell.
Yeah, Butterfly said, "Let me find out robots be online doing shit."
Yeah, representative.
Nipsey Hussle also said,
Type shit.
He said, "Gotta yell representative at your phone 5 times."
Nah, real talk. You gotta do everything you can. I'll be pressing 0, all that stupid ass shit that don't work.
Let me get a motherfucking real operator.
from down the street, at least.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about technology. Let's get back to social. Let's get back to the social things. I'm finna this topic right here, I've been waiting to say on the podcast. Like for real. Now, I know y'all heard about the Freaknik. So before we talk about the Freaknik, didn't it start in down south?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so have it ever like been up north or anything, or it always been in the south?
No, it's not an up north thing. It's not an anywhere thing but Atlanta for real.
Okay,
Like,
so down south kind of.
Atlanta. Like specifically, like Atlanta. That's
So-
where you go to that type of shit. But I don't even think they do it no more. They ain't did that shit. When was the last Freaknik?
It was
like
like
the 94
and they
or
had
some
did a Netflix, and they did like a Netflix special. It was like a Netflix for it. I forgot
Yeah,
what it
I
was.
seen
You
that
heard
shit.
about
like
that?
a
Seen
Hulu
that shit.
documentary or some
Yeah,
stupid shit like
yeah,
that. Yeah, did that come out?
I don't know.
I've been waiting on it.
I want to see
Good
that.
shit. I want to see some aunties.
So even though we can kind of put this as the generation how it changed,
Oh
but
yeah, definitely.
I would say like back then, well, even though it was down south, I would say the Y generation or whatever, X generation, whatever, in that time with the Freaknik, whatever, I would say it was more well, how they was doing it down south, I would say it was more I'm gonna just put it like this. I'm gonna compare it to that Freaknik down south that they had down south into ours that we didn't just had. We just gonna put it like that.
Oh yeah, see the difference about theirs
Go ahead,
and
Clay.
ours.
Go
I
ahead.
at least say this, bro. And it wasn't a lot of young niggas, and niggas didn't have no guns back then.
Yeah,
So you
theirs
gotta
was
think,
an official thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
theirs
was
was
a
like an
thing, bro.
official
Like it
event.
wasn't no just
Like,
block party. It was
Ours
just an
was just a
actual
regular
thing.
block party that they just called that just because, and they kind of, it was like a theme of a party basically. But it wasn't really like an actual Freaknik, and I think people took it a little too serious type shit, and I ain't gonna speak too deep on it, cause I'm from that neighborhood, and like motherfuckers lost their lives and shit, so I ain't gonna speak too
Yeah, too
ill
deeply
on
on
it.
it.
Like yeah, like that, but I will say like it's just a matter of that was just like a matter of community, bro. Like it was just motherfuckers coming together, and it probably shouldn't have been done as big as it was.
Was it like 500 people? Like about
Damn
500.
near.
I ain't
Damn
I ain't
near.
heard no numbers on it, but I could believe that.
Mhm.
Like, cause I seen that shit. Like I ain't go. Like that's my hood too, but I wouldn't go to no shit like that. But anywhere in Saginaw, but.
And they did like at least 3 of them. They did like that was like the north side one. I heard they did one for like the east side.
Yup.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
The first one was straight. I heard.
but they all be like spontaneous little parties, basically.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And
Just
then
little
that one
block
was kind
parties,
of like
though.
that.
That's
one,
really,
that
really,
one
that'd be
was
really what
more or
it is.
less so. That wasn't spontaneous. That was the only difference. Like they kind of planned it, but it was really just a party. Like, and it wasn't even nothing they had. I bet the Freaknik in Atlanta has permits and shit like that.
Like tickets and shit.
Yeah, like
Hell
motherfuckers,
yeah.
yeah, like
Legit.
people from all over the country go to that. Like
You gotta have a
that's
pass.
it's
to
a
get in this
big
bitch on my
thing.
mama.
But motherfucking our shit was just a theme party.
unless they just copied. It's like,
No,
they did
it
a
was
free-
To be honest, our
it
shit was like a
literally
block
themed
party.
party.
Yeah, our shit was like a block
That-
party.
that
to
would-
be
that-
real.
that got a little bit too much attention.
Butterfly
like, too many
said-
people came type shit.
Butterfly said they Freaknik was peaceful. They was shooting and killing people. Wasn't. She meant to say wasn't shooting. I want to go to a real freak nigga. I want the experience. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But they not even. Is they gonna be?
I don't think that's a
doing
thing. Yeah, I don't think it's a thing no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a. See, you know how people had a '90s parties and shit.
Uh-huh.
It was like a big ass '90s party. So that's how I look at it. But I ain't, you know.
Shit was different back then.
Yeah, it was.
You know.
From then and now, it's totally different.
They ain't had smartphones to even record like extra like.
Hell
you know,
yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
only-
say it was. I ain't gonna say theirs wasn't as
Everybody was just depending on a cameraman or
Yeah.
just to see the footage like that or to put it on TV or something. Now you could just.
Because I wouldn't say they shit wasn't wild. Because the Freaknik from back in the days, the ones, all of them that they used to have, that got some footage out. And it's out there. Like, I'm surprised you not hip to it like that.
No,
Because the Freaknik is a big thing, bro. That's the only reason they threw that party. It's just, they ain't had, like you said, they ain't had the cameras and shit back then. But motherfuckers it ain't had that name for nothing.
cause now you got
They
cameras on
was,
our phones and
you
stuff,
know,
smartphones. Yeah.
Freaking.
Motherfuckers
They
ass
was out there
naked.
freaking. They was
Hell
out
yeah,
there
literally
freaking.
ass naked.
AJ,
It was ass
It
naked.
It was the Freaknik, goddamn it.
Nipsey
yeah.
Hussle had said back then it was college students. Our shit was full of street niggas, tweakers and hoes. Two different mindsets.
Literally.
Hell yeah,
Literally.
way two different
Literally.
Best way
mindsets.
to put
Yeah.
it.
You ain't lying though.
Literally. And as, like I was saying, one is like an actual event that people from all over come to,
Mm-hmm.
and one is just a themed party. And it ain't even like, you know, it's cool to party. Like, I ain't gonna tell niggas to not party. But like when it comes to some shit like that, that's like unsanctioned
Yeah.
in a place like this, nigga, come on now. Like, I ain't gonna say, I ain't even a I told you so type of nigga. It's just, for next time, bro, y'all need to know better.
Like y'all knew this shit was gonna
look,
happen.
Like, next time, know better, bro.
Yeah.
For real, for real. I hope. Because I ain't going to tell niggas what to do. But, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of women and shit, since we was
You
talking,
talking about the
that,
generations. And
yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead.
just
Go ahead.
generational women and shit.
I don't be trying to hit them.
Yeah, like, what about because it's like I'm just going along
going
with,
along
yeah,
with it.
going
Right,
along with,
right.
Because it go along with what we was
Because
talking
I'm gonna
about.
tell y'all,
Like
man.
the
Look, before you get to
what
it,
you got to say?
everybody, everywhere I go, man, people, when I talk about my podcast, it's see, I want to wait a little bit later on in my episode to talk a little bit about women and
Yeah, I feel
deadbeat baby daddies.
Oh, no, we ain't on that.
We ain't gonna be on that though,
Nah, we ain't
but
on that. I ain't
that's
even
why I
on that
said
type of
I want to
time,
kind
man.
of right now in the early episode. I'm just sprinkling in a little.
Yeah, I'm just
Something
going in
like-
order to what you gave me.
But-
yeah, and it went along to what we was talking about though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
But I was gonna say the damn, what the fuck was this saying? Oh, the poly and monogamy.
Oh yeah.
That shit. Like
I would say in the X generation, somewhat why it wasn't a lot of people wasn't doing no poly like that. Especially all the topics we talk about, United States. We ain't talking international. How they in Africa they got a lot of wives. We ain't gonna.
Yeah, we
Well, I
ain't gonna
do,
do that.
we
but-
ain't gonna speak on that.
but
that's
I
a lot
do-
that's a lot of different countries and a lot
Right.
of different cultures.
We
can't even
talking-
lump that into one.
We're just
So,
gonna say
you
it like
know,
this. We
that's,
talking
you know.
about this region right here. We
Yeah.
ain't talking about international. But I do want to do a podcast episode where I do talk about international stuff and what I think about how they do their thing, how their culture is and stuff like that. I do want to touch on that topic, but this is specifically United States. So back to what I was trying to say. What was it again?
Poly and monogamy.
Polymonogamy. So in the X and Y, I would say it wasn't a lot of people wasn't trying to be in no poly
More
relationship.
people was traditional.
It was more traditional. Everybody was trying to. It was just simple. Man and woman together make a family. Boom. Period. You know what I'm saying? But now, in the you could say Z generation, especially with these kids growing up in this generation,
We cool with that.
There's a lot they gotta do.
I ain't gonna lie, we cool with that. And then it's
That's
not. I ain't gonna say.
crazy.
I'm gonna say it like this. Like, on some real one and shit. It ain't all just on us about the, you feel me, a whole poly shit. You feel me? It's on females too and shit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, this how I look at that shit for real. I'm cool with it because different bitches could play different roles. You know what I'm saying? Where they like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I say it's some good to that, but if you choose the wrong bitch to have a poly with, then shit could turn out bad too. You know?
Right.
I think it's about the type of dude you is.
And I also
Like,
think about,
or the type of man or woman, like type of person you is.
Hell yeah.
It's like,
cause some polys, man, I done seen they doing their
They
thing.
make
I
some
mean,
work.
no,
On my
they
mama.
ain't-
Look
they
at
ain't-
finesse 2 times.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
that's what
ain't.
they-
Yup, finesse 2 times.
On my mama, his ass got 4
Yeah.
bitches around here on my
Yeah.
mama.
but it's like you gotta be able to. That gotta be how you wired. It can't be just something you trying. Like if you know you a motherfucker that like all your life you done only thought about having girlfriends and you only ever had girlfriends, and when your girlfriends cheat on you, you mad, and you don't like to cheat on your girlfriends, or when you do, you sneaking around about it, like that type shit. You're a monogamous. Like no matter, like you might be a womanizer, but you're a monogamous. You don't like to, like you shouldn't probably have multiple. Like you shouldn't have a relationship with multiple motherfuckers then, because that's not your lane. Like your lane is to be with one person. You're just not.
But
good
some
at
people,
it.
some people can't
but-
just be one person.
Yeah,
You know?
a lot of people are wired in that way where you just like this is your thing. Like your thing is to have a girlfriend, be a boyfriend, be a husband one day, like type shit. That
And I also feel like this.
and a lot of motherfuckers ain't looking for that.
And
So,
also feel like this too, like with the Z generation and they era, I feel like by them they saying it's cool, we kind of like, you know what I'm saying? We kind of because we ain't grow up seeing that and not seeing that it's cool. But in their generation, the Z generation, they
You see
they
it
more
more.
likely saying it's
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
especially with the LGBT community and all that, because
I
they
see
pushing
high
it.
school relationships like that nowadays. Like
What? I
where-
ain't never seen no high school poly. Oh, bro.
Man, bro, I've seen. Matter of fact, bro, man, it be like that, bro. I was about to say it was starting when we was coming up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was just starting when we was coming up, because I seen a few. I ain't never been in one, but I seen a few, and that's when I started realizing, oh yeah, times was changing.
Hell yeah.
I seen chicks with 2 boyfriends. I just seen like both vice versa. Like it's all shit been changing for a while. It's just I don't know, shit. Just a lot of stuff like that is becoming a little more common.
Yeah, and a lot of the kids,
And I don't think it's nothing wrong with it.
I don't
It's
think nothing wrong
just-
with it.
It's
It's
just
just
who
it's how you
is.
do
Like,
it.
whatever
you wanna do.
into. Yeah.
But I think people probably ain't cool with it because they never, you know how people be when they ain't like familiar with something. What is that? Who do that?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a them problem. That's
And another thing about
yeah.
females, man, when I get more of these episodes, higher these episodes, I'm finna turn up about females. I'm not feminist. I love females, man. But it's certain stuff I have to say, and I'll be one to say. That's why I made this whole platform, this whole podcast, so I can get it out and I can talk
Get the
with
shit off.
my other, you know what I'm saying, my other friends and stuff like that. I'm gonna have some cousins and stuff because oh yeah, make sure y'all look at episode 1, cuz talk. I had my cousin on the episode and all that. But and people I grew up with, you know what I'm saying. I be want to know their intake too. But what I'm trying to say is, it's just that I be having certain stuff I want to say and stuff I want to express. But what I'm trying to say is, females mostly they accommodate and want to copy what their friend do all the time.
Hell
Like
yeah.
like for instance, let's say she friends with somebody. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say she was to be like, girl, you need to start, let's say she be like this, you need to start putting lashes on, or you need to get a BBL, get your tummy, you know what I'm saying, get your tummy,
Tucked and shit.
get your tummy tucked and all that. And what they do, most likely, girl, heck shit, I'm gonna do that. Did you do it? I'm finna do it right now. Do you want to set an appointment in Dr. Miami? We could take a trip and all that.
I don't know. It just depends, bro. It really depends on the type. I think, bro, I really don't apply a lot of that shit to the gender. Like it's just
Well,
people.
I put it like this.
It's
then.
just people, because you
Mo-
gonna find
mo
find
female-
niggas
more
doing
females,
the exact same thing.
right? But I
Like,
feel
a
like,
lot of these niggas are not street niggas. They got friends.
That's
who are.
street niggas. That's gonna
But,
be
Like,
I feel
and
like-
it's,
but-
you know,
I feel like-
most definitely feel you on that.
but I
yeah.
feel like this though. Most likely, a female gonna follow after her friends than a male would, and his friends.
What you say?
Most likely, a female will follow after her female friends than a male would.
That's
It's
what I'm saying.
it's most
I'm
likely
not gonna
though.
say that.
It's most likely though.
I'm not gonna say that.
But
Like,
it's-
'cause
It go
It
both
most
ways.
likely, though.
It go both ways.
I ain't
See
gonna
what
say
I'm
that.
saying?
I ain't gonna say
What-
that because
what you
it goes so much both ways that I can't say that. Like, I see so many niggas who are followers, and I see a lot of women
ain't
who are
lying,
followers too. And then what you saying, bro. Women are, bro. It's in their nature to follow, bro. It's just like that.
Cause we are the leaders, really.
Right. Like, it's in their nature to follow, bro. It's just about who you following. But you can't knock a woman for following her friends. Them her friends.
Yeah.
But some stuff that her friends can do can be.
You get I give more flack to dudes I see doing that shit.
See, I see
you,
more
you
females.
I see a lot
As a
of
man, you
dudes,
got-
bro. Like,
yeah.
you gotta. It's about what you paying attention to.
Got
See,
you.
you gotta, cause you gonna see on one end, you gonna even on the same type of situation, like with the sex shit, you gonna see a lot of men who not even into fucking bitches like that, but he got a friend that is, so he moving like him now.
Yeah.
But this shit don't even phase him like that. Like, he ain't even.
Okay, I
It
get what
kind
you
of
mean.
phase
now.
him. Like,
it
don't
is
even-
kind of both ways.
He don't do it like that, but it's just we don't pay attention that men ain't paid attention to in that way. So,
But I at least say this
like,
though.
motherfuckers ain't looking at
Go
it
ahead,
like that.
go ahead, Quay.
Like us men though, we need to think for ourselves though.
Yeah,
On some real one and shit.
definitely.
Yeah, we most definitely need to think for ourselves and not not let other motherfuckers do what they do.
Yeah,
Conflict or you feel me rely on us.
and they get these motherfuckers a little bit more, better options. Not more better. That's fucked up. It give motherfuckers better options to actually follow. Cause you
Hell
gotta look at
yeah.
you gotta look at who actually out here to follow. Shit, a lot of these motherfuckers is full of shit because it ain't just you was born and you full of shit. Motherfuckers
right.
learned how to be full of shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
facts.
like, why is that? Like, it was basically what we was talking about. Like, motherfuckers don't be, our generation ain't got no parents for real. Not in the majority. Like, if a motherfucker got their parents be fucked up.
On
Like,
drugs
you
or
can
something.
talk to them like your friend and shit.
FaceTiming
Like,
them.
yeah, like, it ain't
That
like,
shit
even if you FaceTime them, like,
crazy.
you still gonna talk to them like that's your mama. But not nowadays. Like, motherfuckers is cool as hell with their mamas and they pops, and like, if you know your pops, which is, I ain't even saying that's even uncommon no more. But if you around your pops and shit, he a friend too most of the time. Like, pops ain't even disciplining you no more. how
Yeah,
they
but
used
I
to.
at least
Like,
say that's-
it's because they fucked up too. They made you when they was young. So it's like they grew up with your ass, basically. Like, that's basically what we
Yeah,
going
but-
through as a people.
But
we
it
grew
ain't
up with our
all on
parents.
us though. I at least say that. It's like it's on us, but it's on the parents too though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all
'Cause
about what you do
hell
too.
Real
yeah,
shit.
Hell yeah, because it's about the parent, what the parent do around their kids
You
in
right.
order for the kid to act the same way just like that. You know
That's
what
what I'm saying though. Like, that's what I meant by.
But it's
you learn
also-
how to be full of shit.
It's
Hell,
also,
I meant.
but
Hell yeah, real
you
shit.
true, but it's also within yourself though. I feel like,
Yeah, you
like
is
for
right.
example,
You is right.
Yeah.
I grew up around my mom and dad. They smoke, drink. Even though I've been around it and I seen it, and I see a lot of people do it. They even
You
have
don't do
company
that.
come over all the time. They smoke, drink. That don't mean I have to, you
Because
know.
that's just not how you wired, and that's just you. Like that, and that's another thing, too. Because I go through that same shit, like where I don't drink as much, but my whole family, like, I drink wine. My whole family drink every fucking thing.
See,
so it's
you
like
could have been
I'm-
alcoholic. They could be alcoholics,
and
but
they,
you choose
and
not
they
to.
tell me they surprised I'm not. Like, a lot of my family tell me I'm surprised. I'm surprised you smoke weed as much as you do, like, and don't fuck with alcohol, because, like, nigga, weed, it's different. But it's just because that's not the nigga I am. Like, my cousins and my little cousins and shit drink like the old heads in our family. It's
Right.
just me, nigga. Like, that ain't who I am. Like, I don't do that. So it ain't, and you can't pressure me into doing it.
Right,
'Cause
right,
I'll
right.
beat your ass, or like, Or it's just like I'm just confident in my like who
Like,
I am,
who I
nigga.
am,
Like you ain't
yourself.
gonna make me feel fucked
And
up.
some
about
people,
it.
some people
Like-
can't take drinking. Some people have different effects. Like different
Yeah.
drugs take different
Hell
effects.
Yeah.
Even not,
That
I ain't
too.
talking about like illegal drugs. I'm talking
A
about
lot
like
of people react different.
yeah, like
Yeah.
legal drugs.
Alcohol.
Like
Yeah.
for example, like Alka-Seltzer. I take Alka-Seltzer when I be sick and stuff like that. To
Yeah.
me, it helps me out.
Yeah.
But and I gave the Alka-Seltzer to my homeboy. This is like back in like 2014. He was like, "Man, I'm sick, bro. I'm sick." I'm like, "Take these Alka-Seltzer." I take them, made me feel better. He took them and it made him boo boo. It made him boo boo. So I'm like, "You don't do that to me." He was like, "Man, he like that gonna make you boo boo." I'm like, "Hey,
But nah, you right. That's with anything.
That's with
Like,
anything.
Hell
that-
yeah.
Everybody got different effect on different
Yeah.
Weed, drinking,
Shit.
anything.
Food.
Food,
all
too.
that shit, like,
Yeah.
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna have taste for certain foods,
Mm,
and
hell
everybody can't.
Some niggas cannot
Same
fuck with
thing.
dairy.
and
Or like
They
that
get
type
they
shit.
get the
yeah.
they get gassy. What they
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it?
that
Lactose.
intolerant.
Lactose intolerant.
And what's
shit.
crazy is we all lactose intolerant. Cause if you fuck around and eat dairy or drink dairy, nigga, you gon' fart. Like that
Off
means you
rips.
lactose intolerant. It's just
Especially
some,
beans.
Some are more than others.
Yeah.
It's just like some you ain't gonna give a fuck because he just giving little poots, that type shit. But
And
it's
then-
some niggas you gotta go to the bathroom like that. And
It
we
could
look
be-
at them as like lactose intolerant, but nigga, we all lactose. We
Hell
ain't
And then
yeah.
like same
supposed
thing
to
with
be doing that shit.
hot stuff, like hot sauce. Some people can't take as much hot sauce.
Yeah.
And same thing with this milligrams of pills. Some people
Mhm.
can't take all these milligrams like
Yeah.
that. Some people
Hell
can tolerate
yeah.
all the milligrams.
Facts.
So
Most
it's
definitely
like
facts.
everybody can't take what they can take.
yeah.
So
A lot of that shit. Yeah. You right. And that's
illegal and legal.
Yeah, I
pills.
was just about to say that's with any fucking thing.
Hell
like,
yeah.
'cause any fucking thing, because you can even the less obvious shit, like you water. Motherfuckers can't even drink the same amount of water for real. Like this shit is like that. But this kind of the next topic, it ain't got nothing to do with like relationships and none of that shit. But like it's kind of what we were just talking about, what we veered off into. Do you think damn, what the fuck did this say? Oh, this ain't even what I was looking at. But do you believe? Because we was talking about desperation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe
Yeah.
being desperate for anything that you need, like anything that you feel like you need to get by, like does being desperate for that, like how is that? Like how does that look on a person, basically? Like anything you felt like you needed, like how does desperation look on a motherfucker? Like is that good?
It all
Or is it
depends
bad?
on what
Like,
they're
what
desperate for.
It depends.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
It
Like,
depends
but like
on what they
anything you
desperate for.
needed,
Because
anything
some
you
stuff
feel like you
some
needed
stuff
to
you
get
need,
by.
some stuff you want. Some
Hell
stuff
yeah.
some stuff you need to be desperate about, and some stuff you want to be.
Motherfuckers got kids and shit.
Yeah,
Right,
And
right,
there's
right.
some things that you need to be desperate about that you just like. How can I say it? No, I actually messed it up. It's things that really needed to be like wanted. That's desperate for, but
Right,
you
right.
act like you need it, but whole time you just really want it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Okay, so what is desperation? Like, not even necessarily like in the actual definition of that shit, but like
Yeah.
when a motherfucker is desperate, what does that mean to you?
To me, how can I say it?
Yeah.
For me, it means like they'll do whatever it takes just to have it.
Same thing.
Okay.
You got the
Yeah,
word
they'll
I'm
do
on.
whatever it takes
Okay.
just to have it.
So that, but okay, so we talking about stuff to get you by.
Oh, to give
So
me
like, all right, so anything. Let's say if you was, okay, the simple shit, the obvious, money,
Alright.
money,
Okay. Which I had used earlier,
money and food,
Yeah.
food and money and all that shit.
Yeah.
and I had said the
And that's
generation
something
more.
that people like. How does that desperation come off to you? Because like a lot of people look at that as like genuine in need of help, and a lot of motherfuckers look at it as like a greed type of thing.
I
Like, so
mean,
what is desperation?
How can I
basically?
say it? Like with the situation you talking about with money and stuff like that? Like for you to buy, it's a certain way to go by shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how can I say it? Like if you ask somebody for money and stuff like that, if they ask you for money, you could ask a person for money and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but don't overdo your part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, don't overdo your part. You know what I'm saying? Don't just keep coming to this person just cause you know they gonna look out for you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? On that end.
It get irritating, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
Hell
it
It-
do.
like you
Hell
keep
yeah.
asking and asking and asking
You
and
ain't come
asking.
up yet?
Hell
Right.
yeah, it's like, damn, bro, go
Type
get
shit.
it. Like, get a job or
I
something so
get
you can
irritated.
get back. In,
I get
you feel
irritated
me?
asking a motherfucker for anything. For
I
real.
don't even
So-
like that,
so
bro.
when a motherfucker
Hell yeah.
asks me
Especially
for
a female.
Hell yeah.
I can't do
Definitely,
I
bro,
hate asking
'cause
a
you
female
ain't,
for
they
something.
ain't gonna even let you live it down, bro.
They don't even give it to you anyway.
Hell no, they
And they ain't gonna
won't.
pay you back. If it is,
No,
Hell
don't-
no.
let's say if
You
let's
might
say
as
if
well
you
just
was-
pay. You might as well just get that shit to them off the heart, cause you know.
Yeah, nah. When the female need help, man, like I kind of, hey, fuck.
I at least say this.
Like,
if
you
you
I
gonna
got
get
some
fuck that
pussy,
female,
yeah,
then you gonna help
it ain't
her.
even that. Like I just gotta care about you as a person. Like
Yeah,
it ain't,
for
we
real.
ain't gotta be in a relationship. We can just be friends.
I'm just playing,
And
ladies.
if
You ain't gotta give me
motherfucker
none.
say-
I'm just playing.
Motherfucker say she need $50 type shit. Like I ain't looking at her as like a woman or nothing. She just my friend. So you know,
But if she paid me back though, if I know she gonna pay me back,
see,
that's the thing.
That's the
and
thing.
a lot of
and
females don't pay you
that's-
back.
That's my thing with desperation. Like I ain't finna.
Be desperate.
You better be
enough to-
desperate at a
Even
good time.
with
You better be-
anybody, bro. Like man or woman. Like if a motherfucker come to me asking for some money, I ain't gonna ask you to pay it back because I look at it like if you had it to pay it back, you wouldn't be asking me.
Right, right.
So
Facts.
like when you get it, think about me type
Mhm.
shit. But at the same time, don't push the motherfucker.
Okay.
Don't push the motherfucking narrative of that you gonna pay me back because I ain't gonna push it. But
Mhm.
like if you push it, I'm gonna be like, all
Hell
right.
yeah, I'm gonna expect something.
All right,
Like,
from
all
you.
I'm
right,
ask-
bro, where is it? Type
I'm
shit.
asking
Like,
all
you-
three of y'all. Okay, since we on that, desperate, and all that asking and giving and all that. What is your limit to when they need to owe you back? Like what is your like? Okay, you need to been owe me back by this time. Is it like a month? Can you?
Yeah, I don't have that. That's my thing. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
So
it's-
you just kind of like
I don't expect it
Yeah,
back from
I don't.
you.
Yeah.
That's my point.
It's like whenever
I
you.
don't really.
It's like if I got it, you got it. If you got it, I
Yeah.
got it. Type
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the loyalty.
Like, I
you know
would
what I'm
like
saying, we
it
supposed
back.
to have.
I ain't gonna turn it down
Right.
when you decide. You know what I mean?
especially when you give
But-
it to heart. When you
Hell
give it to
yeah.
heart.
Like, it ain't
Hell
just.
yeah.
You know, because I feel like everybody been in that motherfucking situation when you on the other end of that shit.
Hell
where you
yeah.
like,
Everybody.
like, bruh,
Cause I had
I
a
got all intentions of paying you back. I really don't know when I'm gonna be able to do that shit though. Like,
Right.
it could be like that.
but if
So
you that
don't-
cool, but if y'all cool, if y'all cool and
I
all
feel-
that,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
see
about to
nothing.
say he shouldn't be worried about that though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just know.
If you my guy, you my guy. Don't
Hell
even
yeah,
worry about
ain't
that. I
asking-
got
I
you.
ain't count no favors with you. Real
Yeah.
shit. I ain't count no favors.
Cause I had a girl, man. She took me out to eat.
Oh shit.
Like out of desperation. She like, I'm gonna take you out to eat. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Pay for me and all that.
Oh shit.
Next thing you know, she's like, oh yeah, now you gonna have to take me out to eat now. And that's how she said it.
Some people do shit.
And I'm
for
like,
you.
I thought you was doing it just to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
some
to be
people
nice
do
type
shit
shit.
for you
What the
just to
fuck?
get something back, and that's not
Yeah.
fucking genuine. And
Hell
those
no.
type of people,
You gotta stay
You
away
gotta
from them
leave
type
them
people,
alone, bro.
Hell,
Like,
you gotta stay
that-
away from them type people.
because I was about to say take advantage of them motherfuckers, but it's like hell no. You gotta just stay because that shit just frustrate you and stress.
But I
you
had
out.
talked to her about it. I'm like, I talked to her about it. She was like, I ain't gonna do it no more. Nah, she get what I meant. Now she
Yeah.
get. But everybody, I get it. Everybody operate different. Like, okay, I took you out to eat. Take me. I get it. But I'm like, dang, is that what you intended me to do? Not on no rule type stuff. I would have, but it just.
It's like you expected me type shit. Yeah, it's like you
Like
just
you-
said it like you was just
you
expecting
did this
shit
for
to
That's
that.
kind of
come
like
back.
basically.
I just gave AJ. I just give him $30. Here you go, $30, bro. All right, now give me $30 back when that like.
Yeah, you expect him to give you the $30 back.
You'd be like, dang, nah, that's.
That's why I don't, cause I hate I keep turning this shit on like to,
And I feel
to
like-
make it like a neutral thing.
I get
Yeah.
it.
But
But
like-
one more thing. Keep
Yeah.
your thought. One more thing. I just feel like you shouldn't. Basically, don't expect nothing back. Well, expect it if you need to, but basically, just do stuff from the kindness of your heart. And if you get it back, you get
Yeah.
it back.
Real
You
shit.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell
You gotta
yeah.
be ready to
If
not
they
do
gonna
that
give
shit.
it to you, they gonna
You
give
gonna
it to you.
live.
If not, just let that shit be.
And some motherfuckers, bro, if they acting weird about it, my pops always told me this shit. If you give a motherfucker $20
Uh-huh.
and they get to acting weird with you about $20 that you gave them, then you just paid them $20. You just paid a motherfucker $20 to show themselves. And I ain't got to fuck with them no more. Like, you paid $20 to get in a better situation with this person. Like, this is a person you shouldn't even be fucking with no way. So that $20 to lose him was worth it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, if $20 is all it takes for this motherfucker to stop coming around, that was money well spent, basically.
Type
Because
shit.
they wasn't worth coming around. No
they wasn't
motherfucking
worth
way. You just didn't know it.
You gotta take that as a sign.
Yeah, that's how that shit go. Cause shit, motherfuckers gonna do what they gonna do, bro. You can't make a motherfucker do what you want them to do. Like,
That's true.
They gonna do who they are. They gonna do exactly what the fuck they are
Hell
in
yeah,
this world,
facts.
bro. And they ain't gonna change for you. It's just unless they want to. But motherfucker ain't gonna change for you, bro, just because you asking them to, bro.
Hell
Like,
yeah, they gotta want that change for themselves.
Yeah, they gonna be exactly who the fuck they is.
Or
bro.
like if you let's say you was in a relationship with somebody, you be like, man, the girl you with is toxic, man. You can't control what you want from them. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I don't know. Let's say I got some homeboys I've been cool with for a long time. Now I see them in this relationship, but I see the girl is toxic though.
Mm.
Like most of the time when I see stuff like that, you know, I let people. Cause you don't know what's to happen. They might have a good relationship, but I be seeing a lot of toxic stuff, and I be want to tell them like, hey, you know, do what you do, but old girl won't. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that the hard way. Like, you know, you can't change nobody. They got to do it. They got to see it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But some people do take advice. Like, bro, I should mess with her. Okay, I ain't gonna fuck with her. All you gotta do is let me know, nigga. You know,
Yeah,
it be like that too
type of
sometimes.
hell
Like,
yeah.
bro, what's
Yeah.
sometimes. Some of my boys, they'd be like, bro, what's wrong with her? Tell me, before I even get any further, what I need to do. Should I put her on my story? Should I fuck her? Do she got something?
Yeah.
Sometimes they assist.
Yeah.
Hell
But-
yeah.
If it comes down to them just doing what they doing and I'm expecting them to not talk to somebody because they toxic, they got to do it on their own. They got to
Yeah.
see, and vice versa with a female messing with a guy.
Cause you gotta believe, bro, if a motherfucker don't leave, they love it. That's no matter what the fuck they telling you about it.
I
Like,
feel like-
that's unless it's some real deep shit to where they just can't leave, bro.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's something different. And a lot of shit can make that happen, but most of the time, bro, when a motherfucker coming back to his homeboys or a chick going back to her homegirls and they complaining about a motherfucker, but they still with him, it's because they love that shit deep down. Like, no matter, they toxic
That's the
too.
realest stuff.
They
bro.
just
Yeah,
don't wanna
real
say that
shit
shit.
though.
Like,
They just
like,
don't want to put that shit on the floor.
Yeah, they don't want to put it out there that they toxic and they enjoy that shit in the moment. It's just when they ain't in the moment and they thinking about it, they realize, oh, that shit dysfunctional. This is fucked up. But I can't put out there to actually enjoy that shit when it's going on. So
Yeah.
that's the realest
what it
thing you
is,
say
but
out of the
it-
whole.
Oh,
I
you
got
see
God,
it
I
a
fucks
lot.
with that.
chills
Real
on
nigga
my-
shit. I
you see it a
fucks
lot with
that.
men though, like, and then when you see that shit, like, cause you see yourself in your own homeboy, so you know when a nigga full of shit.
Yeah.
So when a motherfucker telling you certain shit, it's like, all right. So now you start recognizing it in women and shit when they doing it. And it's like, okay, we all do that shit. Like, motherfuckers really be lying to themselves out here. And just staying with motherfuckers. Like, it ain't even no motherfucking point in doing all that shit. As far as, like, most of the time, it ain't no point in telling a motherfucker to leave a motherfucker alone for real. Because it's like, they know. They know more than you. Like, so they ain't, like, what you telling them ain't nothing new to them. Like, nigga, I know she fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up too. I'm just not gonna tell you that. Like, but
Yeah,
like that's really what it
Now
be
let's
most of the time.
let's put this on generations. How was that in the last generations and this generation? How was that like? What can you say about how they was in that that generation, this generation now? Like,
I
how
think
was
it's
people-
exactly the same. And
I
that's
think
the
it's exactly the same.
Hell yeah.
problem. It ain't changed.
Ain't nothing
At least we
changed.
got something that didn't change.
Yeah,
A lot of stuff
It's some-
changed.
It's some negative shit though, but it's some shit that ain't never really changed. And I don't think it's because we ain't never really. You got. What do you know for real when you coming up?
Or
You
I
know,
could say,
you know what your parents taught you, bro. If you never seen that shit in our community, bro,
yeah.
we ain't gonna exude that shit to teach our kids.
But I can say this though, like I said, with the smartphones and how everything convenient now, more convenient with this technology, screenshotting, you can convince people more by screenshots. Like, hey, bro, like let's say he screenshot something that she did or a video, he could just send it to his phone or screenshot it through a
Oh,
message or
yeah.
something like that, bro.
Yeah.
Look,
There's way
this,
more
this,
evidence out
this,
here.
this how I can tell she toxic, bro. Look at this, bro. Look
Yeah.
what she said.
Way
That's
more
the
evidence
difference.
out here.
Way more evidence, way
Yeah.
more access to, you know, you showing somebody what it is, what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
I
A
feel
lot of
you,
motherfuckers
yeah.
ain't hiding behind, like, a lot of motherfuckers is really going out here and saying what they think, like, and ain't no discretion for real. Like, the whole, I should know your booty hole, brown bitch. Like, I'm not calling her a bitch, not calling nobody a bitch. That's just speaking in general to any fucking body. Who
And that's why I said
if
these
you tell
female
me your booty hole, brown,
that's why I
I'ma
said
just
these
think you a bitch in my mind.
That's
But
why I
not
said,
just that, like.
and that's why I say these females in the last generation X and Y, like that's why I said like the females in this generation Z, they
Our females put too much shit on Facebook.
they do. It's more.
Factuals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of.
It's like they don't care what they saying. My
Hell
booty
yeah,
hole.
they
It's
put
a lot
they
of-
whole
it's a
they
lot
put
of
their whole
average.
business and life story on Facebook and without even knowing it
Yeah.
they self.
The chick I work with, I shouldn't know what she be doing in bed if I ain't fucked her,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Or like I shouldn't know what she like in bed if I ain't fucked her. You be knowing that about all these motherfuckers. They put all their thoughts about that shit out there.
Oh,
Like
hell
it's
yeah.
like
But then again, you know, on Facebook it say what's on your mind.
fuck all
they
that,
gonna-
bro. Like,
Hell
you
yeah,
motherfucker
it's some
been
shit
asking-
that you shouldn't put on Facebook and there's some shit that you should put on
motherfuckers
Facebook.
be
Right.
lying to their therapist and decide to go to Facebook and tell them every motherfucking thing.
Hell yeah.
Shit, fuck all that. Shit, I'd rather hold it in, and I ain't even saying I'm quiet on that bitch. It's just motherfucker, you ain't gonna know everything that's on my fucking mind. Like it, and even the shit.
I say like
all
your
that shit is
personal
just shit I
business,
agree
family
with.
business and shit. You gotta keep that shit to
motherfucker
yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
Before
yeah.
they even know
Ain't
you.
it ain't no
Hell yeah.
ain't no such
That
thing
shit's
as
scary.
ain't no such thing. Oh, I just found the topic that I just thought about. Well, one of the topics from work that written down, but I ain't put on a sticky note. But I gotta keep that in my head. What I want to say was it's like they don't got that term of saying what stays in the house. What they say what stays in the house. What happens in the house
What
stays
happens
in the
Stays
house.
in the house, yeah.
Ain't nothing like that
Ain't
no
none
more.
of
Yeah, it
that
ain't
no
nothing
more.
like that no
Hell
more.
no.
It's either you finna tell your friend, you finna tell a family member, you finna tell your mama, whatever. You
Or it's
know?
on Facebook, or it's online,
Hell
Twitter.
It's
yeah.
even to the point
Hell
where
yeah.
motherfuckers, cause this how I am. Motherfuckers is recording themselves in their crib. I ain't never understood no shit like that. Like you're not finna see the inside of my crib, bro. Like I don't give a fuck what it looks
That's
like.
dumb as hell to me.
It's
Bedroom.
like, bro, you're not finna know the layout of my house,
No.
nigga.
Or not
Like-
even, I'm
like-
not even finna take no.
Or
I'm not even finna
Yeah,
take no
yeah,
picture
you're
in
not
front of
finna
my
see
crib.
He got
bed,
roaches.
none of that shit, bro.
Especially if you got roaches.
No,
you know.
bro, none of
Hell
that. It
yeah.
ain't even about that, bro. Fuck, take the cleanliness out of it.
Then
A
that's a lot of
motherfucker not finna know where I lay my head.
Exactly.
that's a lot of people.
What it
problems.
look like, the intimacy of it. None of that shit, bro. Niggas be knowing the whole color scheme of your crib, of your bathroom, nigga, just because you on the phone all goddamn day on live showing them. And niggas know where your combination to your fucking the gate to get in your in the Birch Park or whatever the hell you live. But whatever the fuck, bro, it's just too much of everybody business.
And it's more.
And-
It's just
and
more access.
It's too much access, and it ain't even that, bro. It's because it's about what you make accessible to people. Like you don't have to be. I should know your address from watching a video.
And that's how like a lot of people getting
And
caught.
I at least say
like,
this
with
though.
these
I at
gangsters.
least say this though. This
Some
what
people, they being
everybody-
caught by like on live and stuff like that. They got they shooting
That
something
too,
like that.
Yeah.
those
A
are the
police in
main
your life.
motherfuckers. Those the main because I don't think anybody should, but those are the main motherfuckers who shouldn't be just letting motherfuckers know where they are, and especially let alone where they live. But where you are should be kept a fucking secret if you in the streets, I guess. But
It's supposed to. It's law.
If normal motherfuckers is real deal showing you where they living.
Motherfuckers
And that
taking
shit is
pictures in
crazy.
front of their crib, showing the addresses, shit, all type of
Yeah,
shit.
bro, like,
You
that
can have an
shit
op
is
on
stupid.
internet. Oh, I see where he stay at now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know where
I
he.
can pull up to the nigga
And
crib.
nowadays with this internet shit, you don't even know who your ops is, bro. Like it motherfuckers.
Real shit though.
Because niggas is on there plotting.
They could
So
be a
you
snake.
don't even know
You-
who plotting on you. Like it used to be where you could just scope the scene and see who in here on bullshit. Nigga, you can't look at Facebook like that. You can't scope Facebook like that to see who watching you. Nigga,
You never know who watching.
yeah, motherfuckers.
It's
really
good and
do.
it's bad. Promoting
Yeah.
is great.
It's about
for
what
the-
you
for
make
the good
accessible to
people,
these motherfuckers.
But it can be for bad people too. Like they can just, But all I was gonna say is this though. And this goes to the generation and stuff like that. Oh, okay. The X generation. I know y'all heard the term.
You up?
What they say? They say do not
You said what?
Your mom always like they
what
say
the-
do not get in the car with strangers. They be like, don't never get in the car with
stranger
strangers.
danger and all
But ain't
that
it
shit.
crazy how like this generation, this technology, everybody desperate for Ubers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But ain't the Uber guy is a stranger? That your mom always told you, don't never get in the car with strangers.
that's definitely a stranger, but it's like it's a little different.
It's
because-
business, but
Not that, but I mean like it's a the fear of
It's a lot of different
there's
shit
a-
that can happen.
There's a factor in like society called fear of breaking law.
Mhm.
Breaking the law, and is higher than it used to be. Like people, the actual fear of it.
well, people's in taxis too, though.
But I'm saying like right. But like the fear of breaking the law is higher than it used to be. Where meaning a motherfucker is gonna think twice before they actually do some fucked up shit nowadays, because of the simple fact that the consequences is way more common than like back in the days. There was way more foolproof plans of not getting caught doing shit, simply because we wasn't being monitored like we are now. Like if your
But you
taxi driver, you didn't have this motherfucker's information in your phone when you
Mhm.
called them,
Mhm.
unlike a Uber. Like a Uber, you got this nigga's information in your phone.
And with a taxi, what's the
A taxi, you called their company and they sent a motherfucker with a car of theirs to come get you. And
Right.
or they was just driving around, you seen them, hey, give me a ride, that type shit.
right?
But nigga, a Uber is a specific motherfucker that you are aware of pulling up to. Like you don't gotta know this motherfucker, but you are aware this person right here is finna pull up type shit. Hey, if anybody looking for me later, nigga, this the nigga that picked me up, like that type shit. It's a little bit type of. It's a little bit of
Lift and all
it's
that.
a little bit of a wall in between the getting fucked up part of in a situation like that, because everybody being monitored. I mean, most criminals know, nigga, you don't even take. I don't condone no criminal activity, but you don't even motherfucking criminals don't even career criminals don't even take their phone with them to do criminal shit, because that's how people get caught nowadays.
Wow.
Like you can't even have your phone on you.
Hell
nigga.
no.
Like it is fuck turning it off or turn on airplane mode. Leave it at home if you're gonna be doing some. Don't be out there doing no bullshit. But
Anyway.
but
Then
that's
you gotta go buy differently too, because
these are the new street rules basically. Like the times done fucking changed. So it's like
then you gotta wear something to cover your
With-
face because of cameras and shit now.
what motherfuckers know. And then it ain't just regular cameras, nigga. The camera
These
know
bitches
who
4K.
you is. Yeah,
Hell
the camera
yeah.
recognizing your face and shit like that. Like so is now your information is with these. It's the same with big and small cities.
Yeah.
Like that's why when you go to bigger cities, motherfuckers will get down on you still, because you might never see this motherfucker again.
Right.
No, you don't even know who this is. Whereas the Saginaw, if somebody do something to you, you about know this nigga.
You gonna see this?
Yeah, you about went to school with this motherfucker somewhere. You went to school with his sister or his cousin. You know where he sell dope or wherever the fuck, like whatever the hell going on around this bitch. Like you know what's going on with this person who's doing something to you. Like you know something.
And then it's
about
about,
them. Like
and it's also with Facebook and statuses. People just
Yeah.
know everything, you know.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
this generation. I'll say like to conclude it all up. We don't get on one more topic after this one, but all I gotta say is this though is it's good and it's bad. Like with the Generation X and what we're experiencing in the Generation Z, it's just it's a tater tot, man. How I'm looking at it, you know what I'm saying? It's more access to stuff with the kids growing up in this generation and the X generation kids growing up. It was more together, but
Yeah.
we had like a lot of
Definitely.
people had money. The economy was good, so it's a tater tot. So we're gonna end off with one more topic, and look through what's one more good topic we talk about before we get on out of here to end the podcast for episode 5.
Hold on.
Like just look through them right quick. What's a good? Which one you think we should
Just pretty much talk
touch
about
on?
that. Hold on. Wait. say for real? Hold up. We gonna find one, goddammit. We said this. Never mind. It'll come to me. No, I'm just trying to read these motherfuckers. For real. Oh. What do you think about the new craze of sex enhancement?
Oh
pills
yeah,
and
forgot
honey
about
packs,
that.
honey
Oh,
packs,
yeah.
and
Oh
all
yeah, you
that
start off
shit.
with that, Quay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right, man. No.
Especially and it draws down to generations
yeah,
too.
because
Hell
that's
yeah.
definitely different.
Go ahead,
I can
Quay.
at least say this though. I'm gonna at least say this, right? Because I didn't peep a lot of shit. No, like you know what I'm saying. Like people putting honey packs and liquor and shit now, all type of shit. Like
X pills.
hell yeah, X pills,
X
all
pills
type
and
of
honey
shit.
packs. That's crazy.
Hell yeah. So it's like now, how can I say? It's got a more effect on it than how it did back then because all the motherfucker gotta do is just bring up like, hey, you heard about this honey pack? You can fuck your bitch whoop like this, that, and the third.
Right.
Motherfucker gonna be like, damn, I ain't fuck my bitch like this in a minute. I'm finna go.
And
yeah.
them blue chews. I heard about them blue
Oh,
chews.
Yeah, I heard about the bitches, the
Come
blue
get
tools
you
and
some
shit.
type
Yeah.
shit. Hell yeah. I
Hell
done
yeah,
heard-
but
everybody heard of that.
I just think like this. If you could fuck your bitch good enough where you know what I'm saying, where shit, I'm just gonna put it like this. You don't need that shit.
You don't.
You don't need that shit, bro.
I'm on you on that
I'm
one.
just gonna
Hey,
keep
you
it
don't.
in
Fuck
fuck
it,
50,
you don't
bro.
need
You
it.
don't
So it's
need
like
that shit,
Viagra.
bro.
It's like Viagra and
Right.
steroids.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and what's
saying?
crazy is what you got to say, bro. You said
And it,
No,
one more thing.
bro.
One more thing. One thing I want
Yeah.
to say. One more thing I want to say is this though. I also feel like with them pills, if it's convenient to you, do it. But to me, I don't want to cheat. I just don't want to cheat. I don't like cheating, bro. Like
Right.
I want to be able
Yeah.
to. I want to be able to know like I went crazy on you by
By
just like this.
myself.
That was all
I don't
me.
And like
need nothing.
it's goofy to me when a dude be like, bro, I had that blue chew, bro, I was going off. Of course.
Yeah,
Hell
But
yeah,
can
of
you
course
do
you
it-
gonna get off, bitch.
Hey,
You
and the
just
thing
took
about
Go
that,
ahead,
it's like
AJ.
it's like the side effects. What's gonna happen to me when I get older? I keep taking that shit.
real shit.
Hell
Like,
yeah, I might fuck around and get my shit up. by
I'm gonna
myself
be
for real.
100. I'm gonna be 100, bro. Shit. Hey, the honey shit.
Take the headphones over
The honey shit. I ain't gonna lie. I tried that shit once in my life.
And then like
I
same
ain't
thing.
never
I
tried
did
no
too.
pills, like
I
none
did
of that
too.
shit, because that's just too much chemicals and shit.
And,
for a nigga. I don't want to be dependent.
And remember
on
how
no
we was
weird
talking
shit.
about how different drugs taking different effects.
Right.
Hell
It may
yeah.
not.
It didn't even do much to
It
me.
didn't do shit to me.
It didn't do shit to me, bro. And I understand because motherfucker, I tried it because motherfucker explained what it was to me, and they was nah, bro. It's less of a pill, it's less chemicals. It's more of like just an aphrodisiac honey. And I'm like, all right, let me try this bullshit, bro. See if it worked. I put it in some Gatorade, bro, and that shit it had me hyper.
Oh no,
I
see,
give
I
you
ain't
that.
gonna lie.
It had me hype, but I don't know, bro. It was just. I felt normal. Maybe that's a good thing for my natural ability, but
Yeah.
shit, I don't know, bro. Like I felt normal, but
No, I at least say this though. It's a difference to that shit though. Like, because I ain't do it the way you did it. I fuck around just did it just straight.
I
out the
did it
pack.
Yeah,
straight.
just straight out the
Yeah,
pack.
straight out
I
the
ain't gonna
pack.
lie. You know what I'm
I
saying?
about should have did that.
And it was like
That shit, I did
It was
straight out the
different. I
pack.
ain't
Hey, I
gonna
should
lie.
have did that shit.
it
That
was-
shit ain't do shit for me.
It
I
was
ate it straight out the
different.
pack.
it was different. I ain't gonna cap. It was like my first time I did it. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was different. I seen the effects and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
But like my second time and shit like that, it was like the fuck. I'm like I don't really need this shit. though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like one of them things where if
It's
you
like a
if you
mind
find
control.
yourself buying it multiple times, you like, hell no, what the fuck am I doing? Like I'm finna do what I.
In the
always
last
do, my
generation,
nigga.
I would say
Hell
like
yeah.
the older generations.
They were definitely doing that shit.
It was just all I heard was Viagra.
Viagra.
Like back.
And
Yeah,
that was
Viagra.
worse.
That was it.
That was worse though. I'm gonna tell you that because that's like straight chemicals, and that shit was crazy. But because the honey, I will say that shit all natural.
Okay.
But the and the blue chew, they say that shit is.
Oh, so that shit
more-
got
They
chemicals
say
in
that
it.
shit is more natural, but I don't know about that. But
So this generation,
Viagra
Generation
shit-
Z, living Generation Z is basically with their, enhancement, sexual enhancements and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
you're
they
saying
gonna
it's,
do
you're
it
saying that it's
however.
more, it's less harsh
yeah,
chemicals, it's more
than
natural.
what they were
Yeah.
doing.
But last
Because
in the old
the last
generation,
I got old heads and uncles and shit who was on Viagra, like, and they was doing it like how niggas do the honey packs.
Yeah.
Cause like the psyche didn't really change behind that shit. It was like an experiment to them too. Like that Viagra, nigga, do some shit, nigga. Like, hey, shit,
Don't it
hey,
state
nigga,
no-
hey, it do some shit.
No
but then
homo.
you
Don't
realize
they stay hard for a longer the time? Like
because it's chemicals, and it work. It's a drug, so it's different on everybody. But it's like, it's
Yeah, the phone.
it's like it's one of those things where like if it is hard for too long, like 4 hours, I think they say, then you should go to the hospital. That type shit. But it's like, why you want to risk that, bro? And then on top of that,
and then
I know. Because what I was getting at was the fact that the motherfuckers that I like, the older heads that I do know that was into that shit,
yeah,
they need it now. So it's like, you know, one of those things. Like, do you really want to deal with that one or that shit? It's like,
in this generation they just like
it get to the point where your dick
enhance
can't
your-
get up no more.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you
Yeah.
gonna need that
Yeah,
shit.
like
so,
this generation they just put a narrative of like, oh,
And then-
here go honey pack. You
And
don't
And then
really
it's like
need it.
this generation, they don't just got the nigga honey pack, they got a female honey
Oh
pack
yeah,
too.
I
They got
seen that.
different-
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
because it's all natural and it's just an aphrodisiac,
Uh-huh.
like the shit that make you naturally ready to fuck.
Hell
But, you know,
yeah.
I don't know what's in that honey, bro, or where they get that shit, but it's yeah, they got the female shit too, and they say that shit work better.
I wonder if somebody was try the female stuff and then the male would be. I don't know.
Man, hell no.
Oh hell no.
Gross.
I done heard
Titties.
some
Gross.
freaky ass shit with that shit too, but man,
They
I
dig it wet, little.
I don't even want to, man. Shit, fuck all that.
But another thing I was gonna say
Yeah.
too, like most people was on it was Viagra and them gas station pills, the extends.
Damn,
That's all I've been
Extends.
hearing.
Stents on
The
shit.
extends was
Oh,
making
bro.
niggas dick bigger. That's what that was.
Yeah.
You niggas was nasty. That nigga, that's what that is. Y'all old niggas was nasty as hell.
Hell
Talking about
yeah.
some I got that extends. I heard that before. Like as a kid listening to an old nigga conversation, I'd heard that shit. I just want to say y'all is nasty.
I done seen older niggas get that shit off the
yeah,
store before.
I done seen
like,
that. Let me get one of them.
yeah, let me
You
get
right. You
let me
right
get one of
about
them
that shit. I seen
Bluetooth.
an old nigga-
I
let me
never
get
I
one
never
of them,
seen that.
Let me get one of them damn. They don't even want to say the shit. They just-
Hey, you hear me? At my mama.
Let me get them E pills.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, let me do that. Hell yeah.
Damn, right there.
And then it's so fucked
They be
up
looking-
Right there.
because
Tap
they
it on
on
the-
the slick.
Hey.
Right there.
Hey AJ, they try to make sure anybody in the baby. Cause they want to make sure they
Yeah, like, nigga, I see you. You motherfucker. You gotta play it off like you on your phone type shit. You go and get your shit, nigga. Go and get your sleeping tiger.
So we gonna end it off. We gonna end it up saying this. We gonna end it up saying this though for the pod. Everybody else conclusions of what y'all think about this generation now. It could be with anything. It could be some of the stuff that we had talked about and the older generation. How can y'all conclude everything? Like, what do y'all think that is good? The generation good with certain, things, technology, the way females are, rappers, guys, the way they putting stuff out in the media, stuff in general that y'all see. How can y'all conclude everything? What do y'all? I'm gonna start off with Quay, then we gonna go AJ, and then
All right, now what was the topic again? Like
it just basically conclude
just everything we talked about.
that and
What
like,
about
do you
the generation?
and do you what good you see in it? What bad you see in it?
I at least say this: the generation now, Generation Z and shit, we need to step up. We need to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because this is and we need to stop letting stuff lead us on. You know, because I at least say this: there's a lot of different things that lead us on to do negative shit. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that lead us out here to do positive shit too, but it's more negative than a positive. So
Right.
I think that's one thing that we should work on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stand up and do that though, for sure.
Definitely.
And I'm
I
gonna go
agree
off
with
of what Cuz said. This generation got a lot of pros and cons, but it's a lot of brainwashing going on, and I feel like
Facts.
everybody
And I said
need to
that
come
I had-
back down to earth.
Earth. Yeah, I said that in the last podcast, episode 4. Brainwashing, how women having lashes and stuff, and they
Yeah,
you
just
know,
love yourself.
BBLs.
Hell yeah, just be
Yeah.
yourself and you cool.
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
That's how I feel.
You'll
about it.
make it better in life. That's just like not even just here a second. No, that's just everywhere.
Everywhere.
Hell
Why I
yeah.
say
Anywhere, anything.
if you be yourself, you gonna get good results. If you trying to be something that you not, you know what I'm saying? As in like
And
anything,
it's more media.
street nigga, anything. You know what I'm
Forever
saying?
gonna
You
fail.
trying to be something that you not, You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna lead you to a bad way. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then
That
it's
shit gonna
like-
lead you to some shit you don't want to do.
With this generation, it's like with smartphones and Facebook and all that, it's more media being like, it's more, like I said, it's more females seeing somebody else's relationship. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I
Yeah,
want to do
social
this.
media took over.
You know what I'm saying? But it's good because you see, bad stuff that happened from getting tummy tucks and BBLs and stuff like that. So that's why I say it's good and bad.
Yeah, the awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it helps females or males or anything be like, dang, I ain't gonna do this, or dang, I'm gonna do this. But I agree with both of y'all. Just basically be yourself. It's cool to, certain stuff that they pushing out in the media and stuff like that, and certain stuff you see, it's cool to do, but certain stuff not cool to do. I also feel like certain access is good access too. If you're trying to promote something, it's good. The internet is real good to promote something for people to see. It's also bad because it depends on if you got snakes or you got ops or you got somebody you ain't cool with. It's
Facts.
bad and they can catch up and see you and So it's good and it's bad. And with relationships, just a brief little summary about that back then. I like how relationships was back then and the relationships is now. People more open. People more like the LGBT community. Like, people are more open. I like that people more free and open. They can do anything they want. But I also feel like they promoting it. By them promoting it, it makes people like, oh, okay, So, and by the media being more, you got the social media going on, it's more access. I feel like that plays a role in that. And then I feel like by less media and less promoting and less what's the word I can say? Like, well, back then it wasn't a lot of stuff being promoted like that for people to do anything. So that's why I say, like, it's good and it's bad. So it's like that.
I ain't get mine.
Go ahead. Go ahead, conclude it all up, Al.
I think all the generations, especially these three, X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
they're probably the most. Not even probably, they are the most influential cultures. Generations in culture, like in probably world history. Because just look at the world, bro, and how much these three generations have changed shit. So, I think we all got a lot to learn from each other. I think what we could do is, like, because ain't that bad or good. Like, ain't nothing good or bad completely.
Right.
It's just, I think we should talk to each other more.
In what way? What way you saying?
As far as the generations. Like, we should definitely talk to our whole old heads a lot more about back then.
And we should also talk to the younger.
Talk to them about,
facts.
but we should also talk to the old heads about right now so that we can get them on the same page as us. And just like talking to the younger, just how we should talk to Gen Z and how Gen X should talk to Gen Z as well. We gotta listen to them as well, bro, because they have another perspective, bro. Like, and they see things differently than us.
And they the next like generation to help us out.
The next progression is gonna go through them. So we gotta listen to them, bro. Like, as far as what they want out of this shit, as far as life, because it might be completely different from what we thought, and it could even be better than what we thought. Like, we never even know, bro. We just gotta start listening to the youth and giving them some, like, after
and a lot of people
out,
don't, and that's another thing I want to say too.
Them out, we gotta give them some game.
Yeah, like, that's why I be saying, like, it seems like people, especially older folks, they never want to. It's like they don't never want to listen to the younger people. Oh, you are young, y'all know what y'all talking about. Like, we the next. It's certain stuff that I feel like they need to listen to, and it's certain stuff maybe they don't.
Because it
like,
them
I
not,
get it, because they went through certain stuff already, right?
Like, if you don't listen to them, because you gotta remember, we was kids, nigga. Like, if a teacher never listened to, like, the teachers that we looked at as cool was the ones who just heard us out, and that was like, we felt heard around them, so we listened to them in turn. But the motherfuckers who we feel like don't show us no respect, we feel like they talking over us all the motherfucking time just because at the time we was kids or whatever the fuck, or they ain't really teaching you shit, they giving you demands all the motherfucking time. We don't respect those people. You gotta know the kids.
But they really trying to help.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you gotta know.
They just be like, I don't know.
We gotta know that the kids looking at us the same way.
Yeah.
So we gotta come at it with like we was once kids, so we gotta understand like how to approach them.
Yeah.
And shit, we gotta listen to their ass for real. Like it's like how I can sit up and listen to Quay, bro. Like, cause
Yeah, and
that's
then they know.
that's a different
Cause you know,
perspective.
some people they be like, oh, they
yeah, like
you
it's a
talking
different
about, you
perspective.
young.
He from a
Yeah,
different time, so I want to
Yeah.
know what he thinks.
And of course, he's gonna
shit.
have a different. Of
Yeah.
course, he's gonna
Oh,
have a
and
different outlook.
And I'll say this too about my generation. The kids now is way different from the kids back then from X and Y. Because a lot of these kids, they act more growner now.
They act more smarter.
They
They
act
act
more
more
smarter
smarter.
now. They fuck around. They fucking with phones when you feel
We
me.
ain't
Yeah.
even
When
missed. They got
y'all-
more, and they got more
yeah.
access. Porn.
Hell yeah, they got access.
They
to
probably know what
everything.
coochie is at age of 3.
That's kind of what it boils
And
down
then
to.
and
for
then
real.
I ain't from porn though, from music too though.
Yeah. 'cause
Hell yeah. The-
everything a little more vulgar nowadays.
I know
They
kids,
got more
I
access
know
to see
kids that's
more
out here
stuff.
like then they're 10, 11, listen to Young Boy and shit. Like you know.
Cause like just how you wouldn't want your daughter listening to Cardi B,
I definitely
you
agree.
don't want your son listening to certain shit, bro. Like as far
Hell
as like
yeah.
killing niggas all day,
Right,
and
Or
shit
Drake
like
and that's
that.
a
switches
Like,
bad,
and shit.
and that's a
Hell
bad
yeah.
thing I can say about the kids in this generation with the parents. They gotta be on they ears.
Hell yeah, they gotta be on these kids'
Yeah.
ass, man.
Not, I feel like Generation Y, well, somewhat X.
Cause I
Like
grew
living
up
in that
like
time,
X a little
it was
bit.
more easier.
Yeah.
It was not much access to phones, and you could
Mhm.
hide your porn, and you
Yeah.
know,
at
it
first,
wasn't.
Yeah, at first it was like, cause we grew up with the shit they had. Our parents, like as far as
About, but
and
then
then it
but we was
changed.
getting.
like it literally changed while we was coming up.
Yeah, like we saw the change.
And like that's why the millennials is so unique, because we seen all that shit, and we was like the last generation to really be outside for real. Like Gen X think it was them, but they don't remember they was the motherfuckers telling us to go outside all the motherfucking time,
Right.
just like they was. Like they parents told them the same shit. We was just the last ones to go through that, because now as parents, like we more fearful to let our kids go out like that.
Hell
For
yeah.
real.
Also another thing too. It's discipline. It's discipline
That
for
too.
sure, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Because back then, like me, I grew up in a little bit of Y, but I'm mainly a Z. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
like I was in that era. Like I grew up with my grandma, so I was more in that era of when back then, if you did some shit, oh, you finna have to go outside and grab one of them switches back then. You know what I'm saying? Back like now, it's more like these like the parents let your kid talk shit to them and think that shit funny. You
Real
know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah, that shit
Real
crazy.
shit. They try to be your friend for the most part.
Hell
That's-
yeah.
And I don't know. I think a lot of it be motherfuckers be feeling like our parents was too hard on us, so they try to be a little more lax nowadays.
I feel like
but
the parents
really,
too
they
lenient. This
wasn't-
generation.
They
Hell
wasn't that
yeah,
hard on
facts.
us, bro. Like they,
When you think about,
yeah, like maybe we don't need to get our ass, like we don't need to whoop the kids' ass. We can figure out different ways of discipline. But as far as like other than that, nigga, they wasn't that hard on us.
Yeah.
And as far as the rules and shit like that, and
they're just letting us know what's
Yeah.
up. You know.
Yeah, they were just showing us this not what the fuck you supposed
yeah,
to do.
Yeah.
like and it was no nonsense. Now kids arguing with you and reasoning with you and all
And
that
trying to
type of
fight
shit.
with you and
yeah,
shit.
and
Hell
like
yeah.
and debating with you about what the fuck they should be doing. And it's like, no, nigga, you really don't understand life. to
But I
even have this
also agree.
conversation with
But I ain't
me.
gonna lie. I also
Hell
agree
yeah.
that they should, because it's certain stuff that mom and dad don't know, or
Yeah.
grandma.
Factuals though.
And
like-
that's-
Factuals though.
yeah.
Like, you
that-
need to
that's
listen
true.
to
Because
me.
a kid have his own life at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's true. But that's why I said you gotta listen to them, then, teach right
Hell
after
yeah.
that.
Facts.
You can't just be a one way type of thing.
Yeah.
Factuals.
But shit, I don't know. It's all a cycle, bro.
Hell yeah.
Honestly.
It just all depends on.
That's all that is, for real, for real.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck he just went.
I had a phone
That
call.
took off. But shit,
Music fucked everything up a little bit. I ain't gonna say music, but rap.
It take
mm,
bro. That's a music that play a big part in that.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah,
Social media itself play a big part in that.
hell yeah. I think it'd be like a cycle. That shit like a cycle too.
Yeah.
Shit, like, cause I believe art imitate life like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like basically like a nigga, like the motherfucking music be talking about what's going on in the streets. Like a lot of time the streets ain't necessarily trying to be like what's in the music. It's the
Yeah,
other way
facts.
around. So only nowadays it's like kind of half and half, so that's where it get a little fucked up.
Yeah.
To where it's like you don't know what the fuck is the blame. Like, is the music to blame? Is these niggas like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, is the music to blame for the streets or the streets to blame for the music? Like, you don't really know what's the deal with it right now.
Hell yeah.
Because it's so.
It's just our culture is being more shown now. It's like it's a lot of reasons why they tried to keep Tupac quiet.
I ain't gonna
like-
lie though.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Our generation though, no. Our generation from y'all generation back then, we self snitch on each other. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
lie to you.
definitely.
We
Yeah.
self snitch the fuck out of each other.
Definitely.
Clout
we,
play a big
and we don't even have to.
clout play
Not
a
at
big
all,
part
bro.
in that.
A lot of
Hell
that
yeah.
shit, bro. Man, bro. And I could say a lot of us started that shit.
Yeah.
Like, as far as niggas just getting reckless with talking about what they be doing.
Hell yeah.
But nowadays, you right about that shit. Like, nowadays, y'all be seeing, like, bro, what you say that for? Like, God, man, it be
Like you ain't like you
the
just
wildest shit, bro.
Oh, mama.
Like, God damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, I would have never heard, man. It's shit I'm learning about my OGs to this day, bro. Because they was keeping quiet about shit, bro. Like, it's nothing.
Hell yeah.
Like, that wasn't a thing, bro, to where motherfuckers go do some shit and
brag about it
and-
or speak
and,
on that.
Like, only one person at the most gonna know about this person doing this thing.
Hell yeah. Ain't nobody else gonna know.
Because they scared they scared as fuck of the consequences. They ain't trying to get caught. Nigga, like, nowadays, I don't think motherfuckers, a lot of motherfuckers want to go to jail, I think. I think that
Yeah.
shit don't get talked about enough. I think a lot of niggas really look at it as like a badge of honor to go to jail and come out.
Yeah, or crashing out to
Yeah.
They'll think that shit cool.
Yeah,
That
because,
shit-
crashing out is another motherfucking thing. Motherfuckers a real deal go crazy on you for little shit.
Hell yeah, for
nowadays.
literally nothing though.
To the point where niggas is killing niggas
For
while
nothing.
while they robbing them. Like, nigga, a lot of you niggas don't even need to die, bro. You got what you wanted.
Hell
Type shit.
yeah.
Like, it ain't even no point in. I
Facts.
ain't never heard of this many robberies turn out into murders.
Hell yeah.
Like, the
facts.
nigga, motherfuckers used to just get robbed, and that was the end of that, nigga, and shit.
Now it's like shit. Once if you get robbed and nigga say something, you gotta
Yeah, you can't even
gotta
speak
go.
to this nigga if you getting robbed because he might bust your fucking head off because
Just cause you just said a word.
Because you
to him.
said something to him. Yeah, the
Yeah.
shit crazy. But I had never even been robbed. But it's just niggas is out here dying, getting robbed.
Facts. You
That
ain't
shit
lying.
crazy as hell. That shit used to be unheard of.
Hell yeah, nigga. And it's like our new generation, we dying. It's like we dying so quickly
Man.
over small shit that don't even that could be. Now I ain't gonna say that could be resolved. That could be situated differently
Definitely.
than how it was.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm
'cause-
saying? Like, cause I know people that done died just from saying fuck other people, dead peoples. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, then that's another big thing on our generation and our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The disrespect
dri-
for the
like-
dead and shit. That
yeah,
shit
like
be
the drill-
crazy.
the drill rap started that shit. Like, the drill rap like started everything. Like, that made everybody want to say fuck your dead peoples and shit like that.
Yeah,
You know
music
what I'm
just
saying?
got
Right about
demonic
that.
as fuck.
Hell yeah,
You
that
right
shit
about
got
that shit.
hell yeah, that shit got toxic and wild as hell.
Man, and I could never do no shit like that. Because it's like, man,
That
I
shit
never
weird.
understood that shit as far as like the niggas who, I mean, I understand it as far as like the niggas.
Yeah, the
started
niggas
that
doing
shit?
it, yeah.
But even then, when they was doing it, I didn't relate to that.
Yeah.
Because it was like, nigga, even back then, like, I had dead homies in 2012. And I had never said no shit like that about nobody. Like, as far as fuck them niggas dead homies or like fuck they dead cousin or any fucking thing like that, bro. Like, or I'm smoking on this or whatever the fuck, bro. Like, that shit still wild to me. But it was wild when it started.
Man.
And shit, I don't know, bro. It's like a desensitization with
Hell
that shit.
yeah.
Bro. Motherfuckers really desensitized and lost the value of life for
The
real.
life for real, cause that could be you.
Yeah,
They
that's
rapping
really all
about-
it is, bro. Cause like, and I think that's what it is, bro. Cause like, shit, I was young as fuck. I was one of them young niggas who had dead homies and shit. But it was just like I wasn't in the streets, but I just got motherfuckers who falling.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like,
and it wasn't hectic. Like,
yeah,
it was like it
and
wasn't
I-
hectic
and
to
I
the point where it was
motherfucking
like
go crazy if a nigga tell me fuck them. So I wouldn't dare say that shit about a nigga like
Hell
that type
yeah.
shit. So it was just.
Your morals just got to be all the way. fucked up.
Yeah, and that's how it used to be. And I don't know. I mean, I do know when, but I don't know what made niggas start saying that shit is just acceptable, and that's what we gonna be doing. And a lot of these niggas don't like.
It's like niggas accept that shit now.
Yeah, motherfuckers you see doing it on the internet.
And then what's so fucked up is it's a chain reaction. Cause like for example, somebody could kill a nigga cousin right now and go say fuck your cousin, shit like that. Whoop. It don't even gotta be the cousin that's like the real, like, you feel me? It don't gotta be the cousin that's a real street nigga. It could be somebody else. It could be it could be their nephew, they little brother or something that's not even in the streets for real. But a really gun you down type shit just cause you just said fuck they dead people.
It ain't about, man, motherfuckers be forgetting that.
Hell
like,
yeah.
These people is people.
Man.
That's what people be forgetting, bro. Like these
Hell
niggas,
yeah.
this is a whole life you talking about, bro. Like that had effect on motherfuckers, bro. Like I know motherfuckers that done crashed out about dead people, bro. They ain't even in the streets. They
like fuck
that
it.
shit is
like this shit
emotional, nigga.
irritating.
Like,
I'm not
man,
gonna keep going through it.
That shit'll take you through it, bro.
Hell
like
yeah.
that shit ain't it's not normal for
That
one.
shit ain't
Hell
normal.
no, it ain't.
That's
To
just
experience
some
no
hell.
shit like that, bro. That shit demonic, bro. When you come across some motherfucking shit like that where a nigga really disrespecting your dead loved ones, that shit
Like he
bound to make a nigga lose it real quick.
Hell yeah, it bound to either make you lose your life in either a death situation or a prison situation. Hell yeah.
Make you just start thinking totally impulsive and not give a fuck about shit. Just because you wouldn't expect nobody to do that. That's why it's like, what, bro? Like, that's why
Like,
motherfuckers be
hell
so
yeah,
caught
like,
off
fuck you
guard and
mean,
go
fuck
crazy
my
on
dead
your
people.
head. It's like, nigga, what the fuck make you? All right, like, and then that's when it get wild. Like, it ain't even have to get like that.
Hell
If
yeah,
this
and
nigga-
then it just get the going as a chain reaction.
Because
Real.
that shit ain't gonna stop after that. Shit is gonna be another motherfucker. Man, this shit be crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah, man, for real.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these young black boys be doing a lot of shit these white people want us to do.
Oh God,
Real shit.
facts.
Real shit.
For
It
real.
ain't, man, they don't even be seeing it like that.
That shit
And
get
that's,
deep.
That's really what it is. Like, somebody got to open their eyes to be able to even see it in that way. A lot of motherfuckers just living their life.
Yeah, really,
They
to
don't
be
even
honest.
know. I just blind to the fact.
Yeah, not even knowing, like, nah, bro, this shit by design, bro. Like, we ain't supposed to be living like this, but we living like this for a whole nother, a lot
For
of
a whole
reasons,
nother
bro.
reason.
Like, man, it's
When
all
we
types
ain't
of shit.
got to.
It's all types of shit going on in this world to where
Hell
a
yeah, I
motherfucker damn
I
near
know a
been
lot of
put in this
parents.
predicament. It's about what you do about it.
Hell yeah, it's like in my generation, I know a lot of female parents that don't want to raise their son
Oh,
like in Saginaw type shit because they gon' feel because now they feel like once they get older, you feel me? They gotta carry a gun to walk to the store and shit now. You feel me? Because
Yeah,
of
shit
so
real.
much shit going
A
on.
lot of people be a product of their environment.
Hell yeah,
Mm-hmm.
facts.
I didn't even think about that shit until if a nigga don't if that shit not in a person's face, it's only so many choices they can make.
Right.
Shit.
But my bad, y'all, for the delay.
You good?
Had to come back.
We had it going.
Had a little call. You know how I be. So anyway, hope y'all like the video. Subscribe to the D Will ENT channel. We will have more podcasts coming soon. Make sure y'all also like, subscribe, share to this podcast to any social medias you be on. Make sure y'all add me on Snapchat, even though I don't really be on it like that, but still, because I might make my comeback on Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat at thequailin.will. Facebook, DeQuailin Williams. My Instagram is tied to my Facebook. I think my Instagram is DeQuailin.Williams, I think. And also my YouTube, D-Will ENT. Subscribe to the D-Will ENT channel. That's where I post all my skits, all my reaction videos, my pranks. Any little video I can think of in my mind that I name and I put out, subscribe to that channel, and where I also put my podcast at. So subscribe to the channel. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all got something out of it. And y'all go ahead and say y'all stuff right quick before we get out.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
y'all?
Al James 989 on all streaming platforms. On Instagram is _Al James 989. Follow me on that. Fuck with me on Threads, the new shit, cause I guess that's the new shit. So
I heard about that shit.
yeah.
So y'all can follow me on Instagram 7_Sevo.
Man, like I said, man, this VB Quay, man, BBC Quay, man. Y'all can add me on Facebook, Spot Out. Snapchat, VB Quay _1106. And my Instagram is Spot Out Quay _0516, man.
All right, y'all heard it. We out. Deuces.
Deuce.